Damn, what is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all know who I'm here with. Rob the Man Media is Hot Take Wednesday, baby.
With
But
your
it's on
Friday
Friday
edition.
at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Y'all hear what I'm saying? We usually do Hot Take Wednesdays, but here we are, Friday at 9:30, going on 10 o'clock at night on the East. But we here for y'all because we tired of the Raven hate. I'm tired of the Raven hate. Rob, what's up?
Man, what's happening, man? Mr. Shake My Hand in the building. Oh, boy. Some people may know me as Papa Chulo. But, hey, we here, man. We in this thing. You know how this thing get rocking. Hey, we just need 5 people to share this thing out. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into this real Raven conversation, right? Because, you know, everybody has something to say. Everybody been running their mouth about Raven Johnson. Hey, the pull-up is real. You know what I'm saying? The link is about to be dropped up in the chat. So, hey, you got something to say. You got what you want to get it off. Hey, man, just hit the link. I don't want to see all the typing. I just wanted you to hit the link and come explain it to me.
Come on up.
So we can talk hoops. I don't want all this political stuff. Let's talk hoops. Let's get out to the nitty-gritty. Let's put this on your back and let's get this thing rocking. So, hey, when we get 5 people to share the live, make sure you drop that in the chat that you share the live, man. That goes a long way, and we appreciate the support. But let's get into this thing.
We watching the shares. We're gonna have some type of giveaway around the shares. So make sure when you share, drop share in the chat for us because we watching those things. Lisa Pugh, we back. What's up, fam? Deborah, what's happening? Norman, was good. So the link is dropped. How we got to this was that we were on Hot Take Friday earlier today. We were talking some other stuff, and it just kept being a whole lot of Raven this, Raven can't do this, Raven can't do that, Raven can't do this. It was a whole lot of just Raven hate. And so, Erica Higgins, hold on, fam. I got to hit you with the shoulders. We got a new member. Let's go. Y'all got to make sure y'all members now. Y'all got to join. Join the membership now. Get in this VIP. Y'all don't want to miss the VIP content, y'all. We got VIP. We got a VIP only live coming up on Monday. Don't listen. Don't forget.
Hey.
Welcome. Come on in, Erica. Come on in.
All right,
listen. Drop the email real quick. Go ahead.
I'm telling you right now, if you're not a member, I don't know what you're waiting on. You got to be a member either on my platform, which is Rob the Man Media, as you see right there, or Cess Talk Sports. If you're not a member on one of these 2 platforms, what you waiting on? That live right there is gonna be epic, right? Because you can't get in unless you got some type of keys. And the only way to get the keys,
gotta have the keys, baby.
You gotta join the membership. So hey, y'all see it, y'all heard it. We've been telling y'all. It's not too late. You know what I'm saying? Don't be left out. Monday, everybody talking about the live that we did for members only. Come join the party.
It's not gonna be like one of the members only videos that I dropped the other day, where it's VIP for a minute and then it's out to the public. It's gonna stay VIP. So as we start doing VIP stuff weekly for y'all, we want to make sure that you got the keys to get in there to enjoy. So also we got the first Cess Talk Sports WNBA Fantasy League. We kicking that off on next Friday. We gonna select the person that's gonna have the first pick in the draft on a live on Wednesday, and we're gonna do the draft on Thursday. If you want to participate and you're not already in the mansion, y'all gotta hit us on that email. Connect@Cess Talk Sports. Cess Talk Sports. Send your email so we make sure we get y'all locked in for the fantasy league. But let's get to Raven. Let me drop this link again. Because I'm waiting on y'all to come up with your hot takes. We gave y'all the whole afternoon to go out, get your facts, get your videos, look back at games, whatever it is that you wanted to do.
Get your good meal in, get your good drink in, put the kids to sleep, you know what I'm saying? So all the excuses, I'm at work and all this, you know what I'm saying? It's open. Y'all pull up on us, y'all tell us.
Cause I'm telling y'all, Raven is the best point guard. Raven is the best point guard in college hoops. What's up, Dan Barry Sports Highlight? And I'm here for y'all to tell me how they not.
What's happening?
Cecil Johnson, new member in the building. Yeah, I want to hear the Raven takes too. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for. This is welcome in, new member. Let's get it. Let's go. Make sure don't miss this VIP, y'all. Let's go. So let me see. I love Raven. I'm just here to enjoy the show. Okay. Yeah, come on down. Come on down. I want to hear the Raven takes. I'm here for them too. I need answers. I don't understand why Raven's so-called lack of shooting skill is worse than not being able to play defense. So I want to understand why people think Raven can't shoot. Can Raven improve on her shooting? Absolutely. But Raven also was 50% from three in the Final Four game. Right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing about South Carolina. Since it seemed like y'all was real spicy earlier. Now y'all scared to hit the link. But we here. We gonna hang out. We gonna hang out. We give y'all a minute to get warmed up. I give y'all some stuff to think about. Right. So when you think about Raven, she shot 50% from three in a Final Four game. You'll say that she can't shoot, but Raven's not asked to really shoot. Right? Raven's not really asked to really shoot. In South Carolina, you're asked to do what? Play your role. Do what is asked of you. She's not asked to score. But if y'all go back and look, when the game is on the line, does Raven shoot a three? No. But can Raven get down here and score? Can Raven get down here and score the basketball? Yes, she can. Does Raven get to the basket and miss some shots? Sure, she does. Everybody does. But I tell y'all all the time. See, the reason that I'm not worried about Raven being able to score is because Raven can get any shot that she wants. Whether it's the corner three, whether it's getting to the basket, whether it's shooting a little midi. She gets all of those shots. She doesn't knock them all the way down. She doesn't knock them all down. But if you can get the shot, we can get you to the point where you knock the shot down. It's those of y'all that can't even get a shot. But see, the thing that throw me off about the whole thing is Raven is a goddamn winner. At the end of the day, that's what the whole basketball thing is about. Who won the game? Who's the winner? And then when y'all get to telling me about when I get to asking y'all questions about, okay, so if it ain't Raven, who is it? Because earlier today it was Olivia Miles, and I asked y'all what she won. What she done led in. We just asking these questions. We ain't getting no answers back. It's straight crickets coming. So this is where I'm at. I'm here for y'all to finally tell me. Get it off your chest. UConn fans, LSU fans, Bold Nation fans, whoever it is. Please hit the link. Let me drop it again in case I don't want it to get lost. I don't want it to get lost in here.
Man, it's just a bunch of crickets, man. Y'all, they beg for us to come do the show. Now we doing the show.
Y'all said, come on back. Raven hit the biggest shot of her career against Indiana in the Sweet 16 last year. And it was a three. People just be hating for no reason. Yeah, it's a lot of hate, but we're not taking no more Raven. We're not taking no more Raven hate. And see, the thing is, I know who it was in the chat talking about Raven. So understand, I'm not hearing nothing else about Raven if you can't come get your take right now. Because y'all said come on back so y'all can get y'all takes. Bottom of the bottle, what's good? Man, Raven she is the truest point guard. Bottom of the bottle, I keep trying to tell him, the truest point guard.
So listen, let's just cut this out, right? So you look at
Rob was irritated as me at folks dodging answering questions that was repeated 3 or 4 times. They weren't answering the questions, Erica. They weren't answering the questions.
Listen, man. I've been irritated, you know what I'm saying, the last 2 days about people just dodging questions, man. Like, I just be wanting to talk hoops, man. I ain't got time for all that other mess. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk hoops, don't bring up a point and try to make it and try to like put your spin on it and then try to make it facts and then think that I gotta go with it. Like, I'm gonna push back on it because I want to know why. Why do you think that, right? Otherwise, then why say it? You know, so really this whole conversation started about Olivia Miles. Let's just be real, right? And, you know, when you start asking questions about what you like about Olivia Miles, can't nobody answer the question. But everybody pushback is Raven. Like, but it's like, how is Raven in this conversation? We talk about Olivia Miles. So I you know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to ask folks real questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking hoops. I ain't talking no politics about it, about this, that, and the third. Let's talk hoops. When you look down at what you looking for a basketball player, right? And when you start asking people what they look for in a point guard, everybody like they start ducking that question. Like, man, so what question are you gonna answer? Are we, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna do all this talking, you know, the chit chat, man. Hey, listen.
So, man, listen, I'm losing respect for folks. all the crickets I'm hearing, they were coming back. They couldn't wait. They was coming back. I'm respectful folks. I ain't gonna hold you, right? I ain't gonna hold you. Not you came up here and I've been working on my patience because you said more patient, okay?
Yeah,
But
just be patient, man.
yeah, but listen, see, here's the thing. If you could come talk now, I ain't gonna be really too interested in you wanting to hate on Raven tomorrow. Don't show up at the show tomorrow talking about Raven and we came to talk Raven today. Yeah, I don't season. Olivia and Raven, two different styles. I don't consider Olivia a point. Okay, so you
I
saying
but
point. Let's
see,
go.
here's the thing though. When we say it, you know what I'm saying, everybody got they they lip poked out at it. And it's just like, man, if you watching the game like you really should, like if you truly watching the basketball game, you know what it is and what it ain't. Like, let's just be real. Take your emotions and your feelings out the game and just watch the game. You will see the game at so much of a different level. A lot of times we so worried about who's gonna win the game or that's my favorite team. I can't look it on that you forget about a lot of stuff. So yeah, man. They don't understand.
So
They don't understand.
here, I guess the other thing is this. Tell me, I really want to know what it is about Raven that you don't like.
She
How
can't
do you not
shoot,
like a winner?
Cess. She can't shoot.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing. This is why this here. So then my thing is this: how the hell you get 6 rings? How do you get 6 rings without being able to score? Y'all don't think Raven had to
But
score in none of them games?
here's the thing. This as a point guard, do you want your point guard to be a leading scorer?
She don't got to be the leading scorer, but they
No,
be
it's
talking
not.
about Raven as if
No. That's not the question.
no, I
As
don't,
a point, okay.
I do not, But that's not how that's not how I would
yeah.
run my team. So
I
no,
don't. Yeah, I
answer your
can't.
question, not at
Don't.
all.
Yeah, I said don't start giving them other people answer. I need to know your answer,
Yeah,
right?
no, not
So
at
we
all,
clarified it.
not at all,
So now
no, not at all.
if I'm asking you this, I don't want nobody else to come and say, well, you didn't say nothing to Cess because she didn't ask you a question direct. No, that's why I'm asking this question, right? So you look at a point guard, she's your leading scorer, you have a problem. Like you ain't with nothing. So it's just that simple, right? It's simple as how she answered that question directly. That's all I asked, man. I ain't let's get to the
That's
point.
not what I need Raven to do.
Hey.
That's not what Raven Johnson is the culture. I don't even think y'all understand. Like Raven is the culture, the very culture of what South Carolina is. She is the standard. Look at the way. I mean, do I need my point guard? Do I need my point guard to be my leading scorer? Hell no. But I'm winning if my point guard can go out there and close the deal on a player for me for my roster. I'm winning if my point guard is thinking about how do all of these people fit together. These is players I done played with. Hey, coach, what you thinking about? I'm winning if I got a point guard that's thinking like a GM.
Let
Big
me
Bird is
tell
something
you.
different.
Let me
Big
tell
Bird is
you
something
why they
different, man. Y'all
mad.
ain't seen nothing. Oh, go ahead.
Let me tell you why they mad. Cause Raven running up that bag. That's why they mad, man. She running up that goddamn bag on them. You know what I'm saying? These people upset now. That's all. It's just that simple, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are they mad? Are they mad because she weren't running up the bag? Are they mad about her man? Are they mad because her hair don't move? What are they mad about exactly? I need to understand because I ain't seen Raven do anything to anybody. She just so nice out there on the front. Now Raven
listen, they
getting her
mad. They mad.
Raven getting her moves. Now Raven will give a hard foul just to give a hard foul, let you know, yo, like I'm out here. I'm out here. I
Listen,
just see Raven give some fouls and been like, hey, I had to give her that one. But other than that, for real,
you know the second reason why they mad? Let me tell
let's
you why they
go.
mad. They mad because Raven will recruit them to the team. Let me say that again because that might went over some of y'all head. They mad because Raven won't recruit them to the team. They can't get in. They can't get in the bird nest. They can't be a gamecock because
You know
you
what's
gotta get
crazy?
that stamp by a player, right? Before you can even think about dying.
But they'll tell me 4.2 points, 3.4 assists, 3.1 rebounds, 1.2 steals. They say, man, them numbers ain't good. But when them numbers in a championship ring, how you gonna say they not good? Because
They don't.
I'm looking at who y'all talking about. I'm looking at hey, her numbers look damn good. 15.4, 5.6 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 48.3% for field goal. Can't stay on the floor because she can't play defense. What we talking about?
Let me tell you
What we
why
talking
they
about?
mad.
And then
Because
y'all,
I'm running up the bag.
y'all will be the same ones in the chat. Y'all will be the same ones in the chat talking about defense win basketball games. And they'll be telling me that you finna go get Olivia Mouse. For what? You must don't want no championship. Because you don't play none of that. But you gonna pass on Raven? Hell. Hell.
Man,
Caitlin Clark. Look, they was in the Dr. came in here and told y'all. Caitlin said, yeah, I see Raven in my dreams still. Nightmares. Period. Well, I'm looking for all the hate, man. Where they at, Rob? Where they at?
Man, they went back underneath their
Keep dropping
rock.
this link. Those stats don't mean anything when you're talking about Raven, but they stay in the box score for everyone else when they made their arguments for everyone else.
But see, here's the thing: when you start talking about the tangible stuff that Raven has, a lot of these players don't have because you can't see it in the box score. Thank God you about that. What Raven has, you can't see in the box score. You can look at what other players have stat wise, right? But what Raven brings to the table, you can't measure it because you can't physically see it in a box score. But for the first level thinkers, they're like, oh, she got these stats. She's awesome. She's this, she's that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, like, how the hell did Olivia Miles become the second person in the draft when she ain't did nothing? But y'all want to say, hey, man, give her a break because she came off injury. Then why the hell are we talking about her being the number 2 pick in the draft?
Hey. Man, okay.
You know why? It's because you don't have no film on her. So guess what? When you get film on her, guess what happens? Now I can pick you apart. If I have too much film on you, I can pick you apart in every situation of your game. The less film, the more I can live off potential. The more I can mold in you because I can understand what your deficiencies is that a lot of people can't because there's not a lot of tape on you. That's the biggest difference. When you start putting tape out there, everything gets off rails. Everything. There's no limits to it. I could tell you a lot of people can't shoot. What you gonna do about it?
Oh yeah. Raven kept us in the game against UConn in the first half. And you don't duplicate what Raven got. They only care about throwaway stats, which Golden Girl is the most decorated college player, right? I mean, that kind of stuff. But I mean, to me, it's the fact that Raven is the type of guard that can go get me 10 rebounds. Raven the type of guard that can go get me 13 assists. Raven the type of guard that when can't nobody else do nothing else can wipe off the bottom of her shoe and go shut down the best scorer on the other team. The intangibles, the length that Raven has, the basketball IQ that Raven plays with, man, y'all gotta go back and listen to some of the stuff that 3 steals too. Think about the stuff that Raven says. Which game was that? Which game is that where Raven threw the bounce pass to Tessa to draw the foul? She like, oh yeah, I threw it at that angle because I knew they got to call, they got to give the foul. We needed the foul. I needed to get Tessa on the line, so I threw the bounce pass specifically at Tessa at that angle because I knew it would be a foul. I want that type of point guard on my team. I want that type of point guard in my foxhole. I want that type of point guard running the floor. Go ahead.
You know why people ain't in here? Because we ain't got no people sharing this thing out. That's why people ain't in here. You know what I'm saying? We need everybody sharing this thing out. That's what the problem.
Share it out and put share in the chat. 5 of y'all share it out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the pull up, man. I've been sitting. Hey, Miss Honey Bun, you know what I'm saying? We've been waiting on you. You know, we've been waiting on you to hit that link now because you say you're coming up here to talk some radio now. Maybe you might get them to come up here and talk.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, pull on up. I left the link for you in the mention. She's the most decorated non-chip winner. Oh gosh, not the most decorated non-chip winner. Yep, they said we said for you to pop up and talk about Raven.
Hey, listen, they don't want to talk to me, so you know what I'm saying. I gotta shut up. You know what I'm saying? Folks don't be want to answer my questions. I'll be making too much sense.
She gave a perfect pass, Camilla, against Tennessee. She make a lot of It'll be a little bit okay. She make a lot of perfect passes. Well, I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to hear nothing about. We didn't come back like we said we was, because here we is. We waiting. Let's talk about that right there. There's a difference between a player that's not a shooter and a player that can't shoot. She can shoot, but she's not a shooter. Oh, Chris Bill.
Hey man, if you leave it to them, man, they tell you she can't shoot. So I don't think they understand what like a shooter is. I don't think some people understand the concept of basketball. And you're talking. Let me rephrase that. I don't think people understand organized basketball. You know, when you have to go and run a play, run a set, run action, get the team involved, make sure everybody's eating and not just one person. Let me, you know what I'm saying, for all the 9 first level things, I think people forget about that. There's levels to like organized basketball. It's not just roll the ball out and just go play basketball. It's not what happens.
Yeah, and I definitely like the comment about the shooter versus can't shoot. Jeremy, what you want to talk about? So now it's crazy, Rob. It's crazy. It's only Raven Love in the chat now. It's only Raven Love in the chat.
I told you, man. People don't be want to talk to me.
Bottom of the bottle. Come on up, fam. We ain't had you on the show in a minute. There go the link. Copy and paste the link, fam. Copy and paste the link. Come on up, bottom of the bottle. Let's go.
Well, BD, it's been real, man. Shake my hand. Appreciate your support. You know, what we talking about, man?
You about to come up and do what? Come up and get cooked? We talking women's hoops here. You could try us if you want to. I see the other bullshit you was typing in the chat. It ain't gonna fly up here. I bought her sweatshirt on the Gamecocks gear I have.
Hey, listen, man. Come up here. Hey, listen, BD, if you want to come up here and have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation, man. Ain't nobody ducking no smoke. We here for it.
I think. Oh shit! I can't wait for you to come up.
Watch your
Next
mouth
time
when you
Raven gets
talk
thrown
to
up
me,
in one of
man.
your shows, just skip over it going forward. But you know they lurking listening. Oh yeah, I know.
I might just, yeah,
Oh,
man.
energy unmatched for sure. Yeah, the
All
floor
you,
is open.
all
The
you gotta
floor is
do is hit
open.
the, yeah. All you gotta do is hit the
Hit the
link,
link.
man. Ain't going back for nobody no chat tonight, man. Leave BD alone. Leave him alone. Let it just come on up. You know what I'm saying? And we got time today. All right, actually, now I try to give you a chance. I try to give you a chance, but hey, man, if y'all want to take care of, y'all take care of it, man. I try to give you a chance, BD. I try to give you a chance. All you gotta do is come up.
You think Raven wants to be a first rounder this year? She'll shoot more. Yeah, I think she gonna shoot more.
The intangibles can make her a first round pick. She don't even have to shoot more. They're just intangible things that she does can truly make her a number 1 pick.
Oh yeah, been super disrespectful. If they hit the
Well, I
link,
mean, we already told them y'all can take care of it.
and address them,
Yeah.
you welcome to hit the link and
Yeah.
address them back. You know what I mean? Oh well, that was that.
I mean, we try to give you a chance, man. Like you should just,
Sound like somebody. It really sound like somebody that been here before with a new name. Really,
yeah. I
I think
mean,
I heard that before. You know
listen,
how they do.
all you gotta do is just hit the link. You wouldn't even have to worry about all that. All right, man.
I had to do homework. You mean to tell me they still ain't come up? Manzy baby, they still ain't came up. Man, I don't want to hear. I'm not taking no. I'm gonna be so. Rob, I know you tell me to be patient. Let the Raven hate. We came back to let them get it off. We came back. We built a whole show out to let them get it off. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I think Becky is gonna drive Raven to the Aces.
Man, listen, we could have been in the mansion chilling right now, having a good time, man.
Where is y'all at? And then Jeremy, I don't know if I missed your comment. You said you would come up, but what did you want to talk about? You said it wasn't Raven related. What was it about?
Man, anybody that want to hit the link, it ain't gotta be Raven related at this point. If you just want to come
Yeah,
up here and
come
have a
on, Jeremy, come on
conversation,
up, pop up.
just have a conversation, man. I just, I'm always here to talk hoops, man.
I know bottom of the bottle, copy and paste the link, pop on up, fam. Yeah, next season they better not say shit. I remember the names. I know who was talking. Y'all remember them names? I ain't gonna call them out on the live, but if you go back and look at today's live and look at the chat, you'll know who it was. What's up, Brittany?
Hey, Cess, you know what's crazy? I'm still waiting on the
What's
ones
that?
that be. I'm still waiting on the ones that be watching. They got something to say everywhere else, but can't say it here.
Oh yeah, bottom of the bottle was in the building, so I hope he pop up. Oh, they back there listening and lurking now. They listening and lurking. Tomorrow they'll have their chest out. Tomorrow they'll be beating their chest.
And bro, it ain't gonna take tomorrow. It be after this show ends. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm here right now. Come talk to me. I ain't got time. I don't chase people. Just what it is.
So I see they talking about Deja. They talking about Deja. While we waiting to see if people pop up, Raymond personifies women's basketball or haters need therapy. So let's talk. Is there any updates on whether or not did we confirm that Bree Hall was picked up somewhere else? Or are we still waiting to hear?
I haven't got no confirmation, but hey, man, hey, might as well have therapy. You know what I'm saying? Friday night therapy session. That's what this is, man.
Oh
What
yeah,
you want
we
to
in
talk
here.
about?
We in here. Y'all pick on up. Y'all pop on up. Skip over them on Sunday Cess or what's gonna happen. They're gonna post comments to your live after the show. Yeah. We gonna start. I'm gonna just start putting these silly ass comments right back in the live, man, and just addressing them. 123 in the chat. Run them likes up for us, y'all. On both platforms. Make sure I'm running them likes up on both platforms. So, I mean, we can have some therapy. It looked like I thought Indiana was going to try to make a run to get back in this game. It's 112.96 over there. They got Cheyenne Sellers as day to day. Did she get hurt?
Hey, low key, they are making it. They are making a comeback though, because they was down way more. They making a comeback.
I see Darius Garden look like he hurt getting up off the ground. Oh, he just moving slow. They got more time than I thought too. Look like it's 6 minutes 36 seconds left.
Yeah, it's plenty of time.
So, what did you think about Papi Chulo? You eating poor man's Rice Krispie treats?
I'm just bored. You know what I'm saying? I've just been waiting. You know what I'm saying? I could have been at the gym. You
They got
know,
Papi Chulo. He got Papi
imagine
Chulo up here snacking.
snagging. And
Snacking.
I don't even snack on live, but y'all got, yeah, I'm just, that's how bored I am.
Man, he came in here for the energy. He came for the smoke. They say we be ducking the smoke. They say, is you gonna drop the link? Jeremy, is you still coming up? You need me to drop the link again? I don't know what you want to talk about, but pull up.
Man, listen,
It's wide open now.
Poppy's, man, he upset, man.
Man, they were saying Raven wasn't it, but when it was time to get up, come on, show your face and tell us why Raven ain't it. They can't. They ain't saying nothing.
You know
Raven got
the
to be able to put some pressure on the rim.
you know the sad part about it is you ain't even have to come
Why?
show your face. You ain't even have to show your
Why?
face.
Why do you think Raven has to be able to put some pressure on the rim? to accomplish what? And feel free to hit the link and come on up and tell us about Raven need to be able to put some pressure on the rim. You got thoughts on that?
Listen, if you come up, you don't even gotta show your face. I understand, you know what I'm saying? You might not be camera approved. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to have your best look on, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be approved. You know what I'm saying? You just come up here and just be on voice. It's okay.
Basketball is about winning. So the object is to score the bucket, but she don't got to be the one to score. Oh, Stephon, you gonna play devil's advocate? No, we want some real people. We want real folks up here talking about Raven.
What up, though? How y'all doing?
What up with you, man? What up with you?
I'm just chilling. Friday, just watching, trying to watch these games. So, I was just waiting.
Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself and tell them your team.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jeremy. What's up? Here in the chat again with you guys. Welcome, UConn fan and Minnesota Lynx fan. So college UConn, WNBA Minnesota Lynx. So happy to be on the chat with you guys. Oh, listen.
Yeah. What's up, Jeremy? Come on. Yeah, let us know what's your take. What you got going on?
Nah, I'm just chilling. I mean, I'm just waiting for the season to start so then I can have more takes. I mean, right now, my take right now is just, these freaking injuries. Like, I'm tired of just all these, like, Jordan Canada just got hurt. So now, like, I'm just tired of, like, all these injuries. Like, one of my takes is, like, should the season start later instead of starting in May? Like, should the season start, like, around July so then, the players can have more rest and shit? Because it's, like, too many players just keep getting hurt. Like, they play the tournament, and then after the tournament is the draft, and then after the draft is training camp. Like, it's too much on the body, and then a lot of them play overseas anyway. Some of them even play overseas before the season starts. Oh, okay. Now we got somebody. Thank you. All right.
Oh no! You don't know who you are. You hold on. Please, sir, introduce yourself and tell them your team.
I'm a Gamecock fan. Carolina Dirt 803, bottom of the bottle. I'm about 20 minutes from the campus, USC campus. Hey.
Okay.
This is my first time. I know Cess be seeing my brother come on. I'm the other half of the bottom of the bottle. I'm just popping in. Got a minute. I want to pop in.
This Carolina Dirt. So when I was on the bottom of the bottle show, I think I was on with both of y'all, right?
Yeah.
I think I was on with both of y'all. So it shows bottom of the bottle, but this Carolina Dirt right here, definitely a South Carolina fan. Please tell us, give us your take. Give us your take on what?
Hold on. Hey Maz, can y'all drop the link on both channels? So nobody can say they don't got the link.
Definitely.
And then let us know about Raven and your thoughts on Raven and the hate. Y'all got to know, like, Carolina Dirt and bottom of the bottle stand 10 toes down like I do with the Gamecocks. We don't waver the game. We don't get nervous. We don't none of that shit. We don't we ain't on that. So let them know.
If you just check out Raven's press conferences, the way she talked, her demeanor is Dawn Staley. That's the coach on the court. You got to think, basketball in the last 20, 30 years is all about the point guard getting points. Raven is a true old school point guard. She do everything except for get points. That's cheerleading on the bench. That's being a trainer. That's being a masseuse. That's being everything. A recruiter. She does everything that you want to be. And I understand. I heard y'all talking about Olivia from Notre Dame that went to TCU. And I understand she got a great game.
No, she don't. Don't give her too much credit now.
No, what I'm saying she got a great game is she gonna score more points than Raven, and that's what people want these days. People want their point guard to score. It's like, you remember when Stephon got into the league and the point guard started scoring more points?
Mm-hmm.
That's when the NBA changed and people wanted to see more points being scored. But if you look at the Jason Kidd, and back then the John Stockton, that's what Raven is. Raven gonna give you defense. She gonna give you everything you want. That championship game, if you go back and look at it, look at how many high point rebounds Raven got.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go through the season, and this is the thing with Fuwali, 6 minutes in the first quarter, that's when Fuwali came into the game. And if you notice, this year, Raven played she played 24 minutes, Fuwali played 19 minutes, but didn't seem like she played that many minutes because Raven is coaching. Raven is directing, even on the sideline. She's directing, and Fuwali even said it. She's directing. So that type of point guard is who you want on your team. Now, I only saw a couple of games of Olivia play, and I understand people saying this and that, but the true point guard, what a position is supposed to be played, and that's what Don plays. Don plays 1 through 5, and each position has a job, and Raven facilitates that. So you're not gonna get the highlight reels. You're not gonna get the Sports Center stuff. Everybody want to be on Sports Center, and you're not gonna get that with Raven. Raven is a hard-nosed, defensive, offensive facilitator. It's not gonna be no highlight reel with Raven, but it's gonna just be hard-nosed. That it's the way you've been coached since Pee Wee basketball till you get to the WNBA. That's how Raven plays.
Yeah, Carolina does. Let me tell you. First of all, nice to meet you. And it's dope being in a square. It's dope being in this round table with all South Carolina fans. I'm a UConn fan, but I do admire South Carolina though. You're definitely right with Raven because Raven to me is the toughest point guard in women's college basketball. That's number one. Number two, what was it? My NBA comparison to her is Gary Payne. I say she's Gary Payne. Yeah, I say she's Gary Payne in women's basketball because how she plays defense. You know how
Gary scored points. Gary, you gotta think Gary probably averaging what 15, 16 a game, 15 to 18 a game.
She's more like a Rajon Rondo. How they guard her offensive wise.
Rondo will get you a triple double. That's
Raven can get you a triple double.
She can, but she won't. You gotta think if you make the pass before the assist is recorded. If she make the pass for the assist is recorded, that's not the triple double. She's making the correct pass at the right time.
She's making a hockey assist. That's more of the better term, hockey assist. I'm just trying to explain for people that what I'm saying that's listening to understand. I always like to break down the context of what you mean because some people might not understand it. They are fathom first level thinking or fathom what's really going on. So I like to break it down what you're in terms of what you're saying for people.
I understand them.
So and then let me before y'all jump back into that, let me say this. For those of y'all that's in the chat with all the Raven hate, y'all chirping now, paste the link. Come on up. That's what the show for. Y'all was doing that chirping over. Y'all was doing that chirping earlier. Y'all ain't gotta do all that typing. Come on up here and talk. Come on up here and talk. That's what we here for. Click the link.
But listen,
some of these people
But if you really can't click the link and really come up and stand on business and defend your point, what you typing for?
I think some people mad because Raven can fit some of their girls' butts down, so they can't.
But listen, my true respect for Raven, you know how I felt. You know how I became a Raven Johnson fan is you redshirted in your freshman year. You did not play. That 2022 South Carolina team was great. Of course, they beat us, but that was a great team. She redshirted. She came back her second year. Was a little shaky, but played well. And then played the Final Four game against Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark waved her off. And then that off season, she kept replaying that game all over in her head. And that was motivation for her to come back and lead South Carolina to an undefeated season to where they played Iowa again in the national championship. And she played a lockdown defense on Caitlin Clark. That's who I respect. That's what I respect.
Okay, my thing is this though. Let's stop talking about the wave off like it was a high basketball IQ play.
Yeah,
nobody waves off somebody.
It wasn't, but it was disrespect.
Nobody waves off somebody shooting 50% from three. So it wasn't even a high IQ wave off.
But what I mean about that, she ain't crumble. Hey,
the link right here, Buck Brown. The link is in the chat. We just dropped it. It start with HTTPS StreamYard. Copy it and paste it. It start right there. I take the time. I take the time out to spell this bitch out for you. I want you to come up here and talk so bad. Let me know what you need. HTTP. Let me know. Let's go, y'all.
Raven lost more games this year than she lost in the last 10 years. That's true. Think about it. Think about it. That year, the whole way off. I'm with Cess. It wasn't all that. But you got to look at how she played the rest of the season, like prior to that. The wave off was just on some luck shit. Think about it. When Steph Curry started shooting them threes and turned his back, the first couple times you saw it, you was like, that's some dope shit. That's some gay shit. But then after a while, you like, it's some regular shit. And Caitlyn, she just so happened to do that shit at the right time in the right place. That was the right time, right place type shit. But Raven was playing hard that whole game. It was just the second guess. If nobody ever waved you off, you don't know what to do at that time.
But guess what?
She waved off. She just waved off. Now, if she would have hit the shit, then what? The conversation would be totally different.
But she also talked about she also talked about how shooting the three was her weakness, and she came back the next season and was shooting the lights out.
But think about that. She acknowledged her weakness, and then in the offseason, now I ain't gonna lie. Around here, there was some stories. There was some sports stories being talked about. With the whole wave off, the off season, there's all types of local stuff around here that was said. And if you follow Raven, especially after the wave off, that's like the social media shit. And Cess probably can. You've been watching the Gamecocks for a while. You remember Dawn had a strict policy with that social media shit. And then this year she kind of took the handcuffs off a little bit with
Asian them couldn't get on Instagram. They couldn't get on TikTok. You cut that phone. You cut that thing off. You're not doing that. And she talked about it the year that we went undefeated, that she had to find a balance because they gonna go off. It's like when you cut the Wi-Fi off of y'all. The Wi-Fi off. The Wi-Fi. Kids go crazy. The Wi-Fi. Oh God, stuff get to throwing, falling, crashing out. Right?
Yep.
Man, can you imagine Dawn's daycare without a TikTok outlet? But they also talked about. But I also heard them talk about it first at the NFL level. The NFL was the first place that I heard them talk about. They was telling them players, put your phones up. And then they figured out, hey, you're going to have to give them some time to go back and decompress and catch up with themselves and let them have these phones because it's attached to their hands now. It's just a new way of the world.
But that was also the Antonio Brown shit in the Pittsburgh. You remember he went live in the Pittsburgh locker room with Mike Tomlin.
But, that's a different thing.
Yeah, in the offseason, everybody was on Fuwali, getting more playing time last year. And you didn't see Raven because the social media shit wasn't so people didn't know what Raven was on. She was just on her press run for the whole wave off. But she was on the Drake shit. Now, I ain't a big Drake fan. But the whole Kobe, you wasn't shooting in the gym. She was shooting in the gym. She was leveling her game up. She was critiquing how she played. It just didn't seem like that if people don't give Raven enough credit for being a student of the game and trying to extend her craft. But Raven is what she is. Raven is what she is. And people gonna learn this year. People gonna learn this year.
Oh, yeah, because Raven gonna be more aggressive this year. Look, I'm putting this link in there in pieces for you to chop it up, for you to type it in. You see the HTTPS first? Then put StreamYard.com. I'll put this thing in here in pieces. You say you want to come talk, but read the chat. Read the chat. It's on Facebook. It's on the Facebook chat. It's on the YouTube chat. Wherever you need to get this thing from, man, come on up here. HTTPS : // You got it? StreamYard. One word. .com. You got me? Another // Come on, work with me. Working with you. I want you to get up here, man. You still typing? Because I'm getting you up here now. Come on. You got that last / at the StreamYard. You ready? Come on, because it's StreamYard // Come on with me. KS7 UHDEJ 4Z. Come on, man. Come on up here. There you go. It's in all the chats. I don't know. I done gave it to you as a link that you can copy and paste. I done broke it down in three parts. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck else to do, but come put you on StreamYard myself. Now, come on, man. You got to do some of this work. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go.
They can't talk all this mess on the chat and then not come in. Come in. Enter the stage. You see, I'm here. I'm a UConn fan, and I'm on the stage. But that's because I know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm also not afraid to learn, though.
So. I don't know. If anybody on the stage knows sign language, come on with me. HTTPS. I don't know how else to get this thing out here for you, man. Come on. Somebody help you. Let's go.
Wait, but question for you guys. How you guys feel Chloe Kitts? Do you think Chloe Kitts could take a step up for the next season?
Yeah.
Do you think she could be better?
Yeah. She did it.
Okay.
Chloe had a 3-point. She
will.
She had a 3-point shot this year. If you look at it, you know who her boyfriend is, right?
Yeah, some basketball player. I don't know if he plays for the South Carolina men's team or if he plays for some.
He about to be. He might be the number. He's gonna be in the top 5 draft pick. He played for USC.
All right.
If you look at how she go in the hole, because you remember everybody talking about she gained.
Jeremy, don't look so disappointed with the answer when you like, all right, yeah, her boyfriend like that. Her boyfriend like that. Yeah, she training for real.
Yeah,
you look sick as hell. You look sick as hell when he told you that.
I don't watch men's college, so it's only women's college. I don't watch men's college.
I don't give a damn whether you like it or not. You know what top 5 mean, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what top 5 mean, don't you? Okay, stop playing. Yeah. CMB, let's go. Not can she? She will. Chloe Kitts is gonna be in the conversation for National Player of the Year next year. The only reason that they don't talk about Chloe, I said hell yeah, she's gonna be in the conversation. Both of them might be. They don't have to be over. I said in the conversation. You can do that if you want to, but when you look at Chloe, was she just the SEC tournament? Was she just the SEC tournament MOP? Stop playing with me because the SEC is the toughest conference out there. So you're gonna disrespect her like what?
No, you're not wrong.
Disrespect her like what? Like what? I'm cooking up here, bro. I'm waiting on you to respond. God damn it! You brought her up. Let's talk about it. Like I said, you brought her up. You brought her up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying because she be better. Because she be better.
So then take the knowledge. Take the knowledge. Chloe been better every year that she been here. See, the thing that y'all don't remember about Chloe, while y'all talking about Chloe as a senior, is she's the same fucking age as my Laser Fool Wiley. So if Chloe would have came in the year that she was supposed to come in, she ain't even graduating this year. She was a sophomore this year by age. Stop playing with me. So y'all think we be up here being cocky just to be cocky? No, we mean that shit because we done built that shit like that. That's why. That's why. Y'all ain't had shit to talk about for 9 years. Now you up here sitting up here grinning like a Cheshire cat, like y'all done did something, bro. The trophy just got back there. And I told you, keep that bitch in the bubble wrap because we on our way to come get it. Okay. You ain't even got to worry about dusting it off. You ain't even got to worry about dusting it off. Yeah, we gonna see.
Like I said, that's what I'm saying. I said, I'm saying I want that rematch. I want that rematch. We won, but I want the rematch.
You know what else I know, Jeremy? I know more about your team than you know about mine. And I'm standing on that. Because you just didn't even know who Chloe was. So when I say we come to get it, keep it in the bubble wrap, I mean that.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you question Colo? That would be my question. Why did you even ask if she's gonna get better?
Nah, because I'm saying no, because Chloe's a good player. I like Chloe. I like what she does in the post. I'm just saying that could she take a step up? There's certain players that I feel that they might either stay the same. They might be consistent every single year, but could she take a step up to the next level? Because me in South Carolina, I think Joyce is going to be the one.
But that's why Chloe's going to step up. Chloe ain't got to be in the hole. So Chloe played in the hole the last 2 years. Last year, she got the outside shot more consistent, and she started reaching out to the 3-point line. So now, if Joyce in the hole and she dogging, why did Chloe got to go in the hole?
Shoot that bitch.
Here's the other thing. Shoot it, Chloe. Shoot that bitch. The other thing about Chloe is this. The other thing about Chloe is this. Chloe, true dog. You know how I know? She beat out seniors for a starting position as a sophomore. Stop playing with me. She gonna work. Dawn told y'all already. Chloe approached this thing like a pro. Mm-hmm. Chloe is sitting up coloring and listening and got her AirPods in, listening to nothing, so that she can be locked in. If you don't know who Chloe is, Google her because she gonna shoot that bitch. Let's go.
I don't know who Chloe is. I know who Chloe is. Trust me.
Oh yeah, Chloe got a big. Now everybody in trouble, Malik. They don't see it though. They sleeping on Chloe Kitts. They sleeping on Chloe Kitts. The only reason that they don't talk about Chloe Kitts the way they talk about the rest of these girls, the Paiges, the Caitlins, the Georgia A. Moore, the Georgia A. Moores and all of that is because she's a white girl that plays for Dawn Staley. Let's keep it a buck. If Chloe Kitts was at UConn, y'all wouldn't stop talking about Chloe Kitts.
Okay.
If Chloe Kitts was at Notre Dame, y'all wouldn't stop talking about Chloe Kitts. If Chloe Kitts was at LSU, y'all wouldn't stop talking about LSU. She's a white girl playing on a predominantly black team at a PWI for a black coach that they do not respect in the media. So no, Chloe don't get no shine. But y'all should have been talking about Chloe because just like I said, she just was the most outstanding player for the SEC tournament that y'all for the conference that y'all say is the best. And she wasn't even a junior this year. She was a sophomore. So she outplayed all of them. But y'all ain't talking about her because she at Dawn school. That's the problem with this thing. Let's go, man. You asked about Chloe. Who else you need a lesson on about the Gamecocks? Because I'm giving lessons today. Who else you don't know about? You smiling, but did you get the lesson? I just need to know you got the lesson. Oh,
You're
okay.
right. I did
you
get
got
the
another
lesson.
question about the
And I'll be
Gamecocks?
watching Chloe.
No, yeah, apparently not. Because
No,
I just had to give you 4 or 5 facts that you should have knew just from looking at her.
No, I was gonna ask about
with all that watching you was doing. But what else? What's your other question? Because the thing y'all need to be worried about is when Ashlyn get back out there on that floor with Chloe. Now that Chloe is who the fuck she is now.
And I was about to ask.
Y'all better get ready. Y'all better
and I was
get
about
ready.
to ask, do you think Ashlyn is going to start next season off the injury? Or do you think Dawn is...
If Ashlyn is heavy, if Ashlyn is healthy, that's her goddamn starting position. Who else would start?
I mean, one of them bigs that she got from the quarter.
Over Ashlyn?
No, because of the injury. So maybe she's just trying to work Ashlyn out.
Okay, here we go. Hear me again. If Ashlyn is healthy, that's her goddamn position. So what did I miss on your question? I'm waiting. If she's healthy, that's hers. Who would you start over healthy Ashlyn Watkins? Okay. What else? What other Gamecock questions you got?
There's nobody. Ashlyn on the court. Nobody's gonna run the court as hard as Ashlyn next year.
Of course.
Hey, Carolina Dirt. You know what they don't realize? Ashlyn is actually the fucking leader.
She is the leader.
That's her voice. That's her voice. With Camilla and them left, we got meaner. Because Camilla was nice. Ashlyn ain't nice about it. Y'all seen her screaming in Big Four face? We not playing out here.
And that's what I felt they were missing last year, was Ashlyn. Because Ashlyn brought that energy. Camilla was going, but Ashlyn brought that energy. So that's why when Ashlyn got hurt, I was like, okay, yeah, that's yeah.
But think about what you just said. When
Ashlyn got hurt, you thought we weren't going back to the national championship, but there we was.
That's exactly what I'm about to say.
No. There we was. Ashlyn, first of all, other than UConn, what other team was going to be South Carolina? There wasn't no other team that was going to be South Carolina other than us.
People thought UCLA was going to do it after they modeled.
Bro, come on, that was a fluke.
That was a fluke. People did think
UCLA was going out. So. That was a fluke.
Because you're a UConn fan. Anybody wasn't a UConn fan.
But I'm a women's basketball fan. Period. That was a fluke. Them beating you guys at UCLA. But
listen what you said. Since I've been on, y'all been talking real basketball. So the people that don't know real basketball, when they watched that, they thought UCLA was going to run through them. They thought Texas was going to get some payback. Y'all watch basketball, but y'all watch basketball. Listen what I said. I said for the people that don't know basketball, thought UCLA was going to run back through them. They thought Texas was going to get back. They thought UConn was up par with them. They thought Notre Dame had a chance. There's a lot of teams that people thought USC wasn't going to be able to match up against.
Okay. Now, Notre Dame, yes, because early in the year, Notre Dame looked really good.
They did.
They looked really, really good. At one point, I thought it was going to be South Carolina and Notre Dame because I'm like, Notre Dame looked really, really good.
You know why? You know what happened?
What happened?
That same girl that y'all be talking about that's supposed to be a top draft pick didn't show up. That's what happened. Go ahead. Keep going.
Right.
But also Notre Dame to me plays like LSU. They play off a lot of energy. They play off a lot of emotion. When you surgical, that emotion and energy don't mean shit. That's why, and I hate to bring this up, when Malaysia went to LSU, it benefits her game. But when you play off that emotion and energy, that shit don't get you to 4 quarters. Because you got to be surgical sooner or later. UConn stayed surgical. USC Trojans was not surgical. They were just better than everybody they played. Notre Dame wasn't surgical. They were just better than everybody they played. Texas wasn't surgical. They were just better than everybody played. Ole Miss is kind of surgical. They just don't have the right people. Well, they're getting them.
Let's take it a step further. The teams that's going to win is going to constantly run action, which is going to allow you to be successful. A lot of these teams don't run action to the players that needs to be ran to. That's why they're not successful.
Well, the only person that contradict that is Duke.
Yeah.
Duke was the only team, from what you just said, everything you said is correct except for Duke. Because Duke If Duke thing is, you not about to score 60 on us.
Yeah,
we don't care what you do. It's gonna be a hard 60.
Mm-hmm.
Duke, like when I saw Duke in the ACC tournament, I'm like, yeah, they played that defense, man.
Yeah, Duke did that all year. If you go look at it, like I don't know what the numbers is, but look at the highest scoring team that beat Duke. It ain't nothing crazy. It ain't nothing off the wall. So other than that, I agree with you.
How do the transfers hurt Duke or help Duke for the team, for the people that left? So they lost O'Connor. Who else? 155 in the chat, y'all. Run them likes up. Make sure y'all subscribe on all the platforms. How do them changes help or hurt Duke in the ACC?
Shit, it's the ACC.
But so here's the thing. I actually thought that Duke was going to just run away with the ACC with the defense that they played at the end of last year. I was like, Notre Dame falling apart. NC State, we gonna see. Duke, I thought that they would be able to just run away with it. Now O'Connor was gone.
That's O'Connor was the spark.
And then, I don't know. So who runs the ACC now? Now, Kia, you can go do your rounds. I done typed it out, spelled it out, called it out, sang it out. He ain't coming up here. I don't know.
I think the ACC is a toss-up. Like you said, the SEC is the best conference in sports, college sports, period. But I just feel like the ACC is under. I think Miami stepped up just a little bit. Of course, NC State lost a lot. We haven't seen Syracuse in how long? Virginia Tech had it what,
interesting though, ain't it?
All right, let's be honest. Everybody that was in the ACC didn't left, so it's a free for all. They all went to better places. Hold on. Let me take that back. Now everybody went to better places because there's some players out there that's ducking smoke because they didn't want to be at an SEC school. But for the most part, they all just left the ACC to go somewhere. That's what I'll say.
Nah, Maryland is Big Ten, Michelle. Maryland Big Ten, right? Maryland is the Big Ten, right?
Yeah,
I'm tripping. Maryland is Big Ten now.
For some people that can't fathom that, Maryland's gonna be better than USC, the other USC, the Trojans, Yeah.
So I was thinking Duke was gonna run it. I was thinking Duke was gonna run it too, but then I don't know. Man, I'm about 6 shots in. He better hurry up, or it's gonna get dark. I don't think he coming, y'all. I
give y'all hopes up.
I don't think he coming, but I mean, y'all can't say that we didn't show up. We showed up. Yeah, Maryland is always tough. Duke though. So when what I thought about was NC State, and I thought about if Zam and Zoe and Trigger Triger, they might can make some noise. Zoe, to me, the way Zoe played against Hannah, it makes Notre Dame like a non-factor against NC State to me.
Listen, I'm here.
That was a dog Hannah wasn't ready for.
Listen, I'm here for the Zoe versus Hannah show. I'm here for that.
What?
Get your popcorn ready.
I'm here for it. Cause listen, to me, Zoe embarrassed Hannah last year.
Yeah. What you want? You gotta come get that back now. Come get it out the mud. I'm here for it.
But can Hannah do it for all 4 quarters?
That's a question.
Can she do it for all 4 quarters?
But here's the thing, though. It's really gonna be. This is gonna be the interesting season for her because she's always been number 1 on the scout report, and she had a sidekick. Now that you don't got a sidekick, and everybody's gonna just double, because who you passing the ball to? This is where you're gonna have to see the evolution of her game. Like, what are you really working on? Because you're gonna face a boxing war. You're gonna face double teams the entire season. What you gonna do about it?
Well, I think it also depends on is she projected going to WNBA. Because she's projected going to WNBA, she's just scoring. She's not passing it. Mm-hmm. She's just going to score.
You're going to have to pass it to somebody.
I mean who's she going to pass it to? But does it really matter? You just trying to get your points up.
So listen. So peep this. If I'm playing against Notre Dame right now, currently constructed, I am pressing Hannah. I'm wearing her out all quarters. By the time she gets to the 4th quarter, she ain't even gonna have no legs. Because I'm gonna press her. Every time she turn her back, I'm running a trap at her. I'm gonna make it so frustrating that she get tired of even seeing people. She gonna wake up seeing nightmares. Because that's how many times she gonna keep seeing people. You're not getting off.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep making her switch. She gonna have to keep switching. I'm gonna make her switch the whole game. I'm gonna find a way to make her switch the whole game. And what bigs do they got?
We don't. Kovar's gone. And Kovar was not catching them passes.
Well, we about to do pick and roll, make her switch, and I'm gonna feed the big person.
First of all, she got no sidekick. She got no third person because it was Sonya Citron.
Mondo got Hannah at TCU in her senior year, y'all. What?
Will be at TCU. So everybody's going to TCU now. When the TCU became the hotspot now.
Yeah,
you think
you had a good year?
Do you think? And let me ask you this: do you think that the coach at TCU is going to be able to have a better impact on Olivia Miles than Ivy was, as far as having her WNBA ready?
I mean,
because most people say that he didn't really have a big impact on HVL, only that she was allowed to play back in the system that was familiar to her as what was at Louisville. So it wasn't like it was a lot of development, they say. So is she going to be able to? Why? What does TCU do for Olivia?
I think it's going to make her into a star. It's going to make her into more of a high. She's going to score more than she did in Notre Dame. So. Because the offense is going to be revolved around her. She's going to have control of the offense. So she's going to be able to have more of the offense.
Whoa. She was the point guard. She had control of the offense at Notre Dame. Hannah got hurt. Hannah got hurt. Remember when Hannah got hurt? Tell me about what Olivia did. The games Hannah didn't play. You remember them games? Nope, because they wasn't that interesting. Because Hannah didn't play. Because Olivia didn't do shit. Pull them up. That was this season.
Oh,
I mean, tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying in the chat. Do y'all remember? What did she do when Hannah was hurt? Y'all tell me about how Olivia just shocked the show. You don't remember because it wasn't no ESPN highlight about how Olivia just balled out when Hannah wasn't there. No, it was like, damn, is they gonna get this thing done? Thank goodness for Sonya Citron. Whoo, Liatu King, where you been? They all gone now.
They are gone. Yeah. I mean, there was a reason why she left. There's a reason why she left, and it probably wasn't basketball. That's the reason why when you saw that. Yeah.
I ain't gonna get into that.
It was not basketball. The reason that's probably not basketball. The reason why she left. That's why you saw her and Hannah going back and forth. Security had to break that off.
All right, so peep this, right? It has to say something about Hannah, right? Olivia Miles leaves and nobody wants to come to Notre Dame. What does that show you?
Not only Olivia left, Koval left. Did anybody else leave?
Yeah, they lost
majority of the team. Majority of the majority of the people that played is gone.
Mm-hmm. And I know some of that was just to graduation and all of that. I get that part, but some of that was to the transfer portal.
But check this out: if you a dog and you that leader, people want to come play for that, right? Just the same way as they say people want to come play for Juju. You should be wanting to play for Hannah, but there's a reason why they're not going there. What's the reason?
Shit, Hannah had the ball in her hand.
Yeah.
Hannah got to have the ball in her hand. That's probably why Olivia left. If Olivia plays somewhat structure, and Hannah just using her speed up and down the court and not really dishing. I know she had some games, she had some high assists, but in the crunch time, you seen plays where she was wild down the court. She trying to take 1-on-3, 1-on-2. Like that should get frustrating if you a baller. Like,
well, I mean, I don't. I got to put the onus on Hannah, and I got to put 50% of the onus on Ivy. But Ivy is so much worried about Team USA basketball right now. She ain't worried about recruiting a basketball team. That's what their problem is at Notre Dame. So I didn't think they was going to do that this year anyway.
Well, I also think coaches are ready for the transfer portal. I think coaches be like, they be ready for the transfer portal. Like that'd be one. People be ready for signing for the signing season. I think coaches be ready for the transfer portal to see who in and who out. And sometimes
question: if they ready for the transfer portal, if a player like a Raven goes in the transfer portal, what do you think happens?
Motherfuckers start getting their bags together.
Y'all don't think Raven get no offers? Y'all don't think nobody called Raven?
No, sure.
Oh no, I'm asking in the chat, y'all. I'm asking in the chat too.
Oh, Raven getting them
because I'm seeing the comments with the chat.
Raven getting those offers, but Raven also loyal, and she's an old school basketball player. She gonna start where she finished. If the bag is just enough, she gonna stay. She don't need nothing extra.
Rob, question for you.
Yeah.
Are you saying Coach Ivy turning into Joni 2.0?
Yeah.
Not out there recruiting, but all caught up in USA?
Yeah. Yeah.
So as a college coach, should you take the opportunity to do USA basketball? Because it seems like it interrupts the most important part of your recruiting season.
No, it doesn't, because it's during June, so it really truly doesn't, because you can't recruit in June anyway. So it don't. Okay. But here's the thing about it. You're so focused on Team USA basketball that understanding that you need a roster to come back and play with. Like Kara Lawson, she got to do the same thing for Duke. Duke coach going to be Team USA this summer too. But they ain't stop her from going to get a roster.
Yeah, but you also can't spend your time. You can't recruit, but you can't spend that quality time with the people you're trying to recruit. You got to think. There's two girls right now in middle school that Dawn is looking at. Now, locally, we know that through a couple people I know that she's looking at, but in middle school right now, that Dawn is looking at, and I'm talking about Puwali level.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so you can't. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I think these coaches, like that USA shit, that's resume shit. That shit you can put on your resume. That's that shit you always gonna keep a job.
But it can only get you so far.
You're right. It can't get you.
The reason why I'm telling you that, I have Team USA basketball experience.
Okay.
Right. So
we don't lie. Turkish time, you know, for me.
Yeah. So what I'm telling you is, it can only get you so far. I've been in the gym with the best of the best girls basketball player. I didn't practice against, the U19s, the U18s that help them go overseas and win gold. So I know what it can do for you. What I'm saying to you is there's a lot of holes in structure on your team. You need to fix that before you even think about Team USA.
But you also got to look at that coaches, what their goals are personally. Right. I mean, each person, like you personally got goals. Anybody that says they a computer programmer, if they can put Google or Amazon on their resume, they're gonna take that shit.
Okay. Let me ask this question though. Let me ask this question because this is where I'm at with it. It's good on your resume, and your resume is good to help you get another job. But what the hell is you doing to keep the job you got right now? See, I need that direct deposit to keep hitting.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to have to go stand in the unemployment line. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the part I'm talking about. I love to have a good resume. Ain't nothing wrong with a good resume. But if I got my lights cut on right now, I got to keep my lights on right now. Like,
I totally
the balance. And so what I was going to ask y'all is, if y'all go back to when Dawn was USA basketball coach in 20, she won to go to Tokyo. Did y'all feel like our recruiting suffered?
No.
In 2020, you can't use that as an example because it was a COVID year. So wasn't nobody recruiting. You didn't even know if it was going to be playing basketball.
Here's the thing.
So that was a hard
one. But I say that because that was the year that Dawn got Tessa. Tessa was hurt. Dawn was just zooming, talking to her on the Zoom in the COVID, just talking, right? So,
but see, here's
way to. What I'm saying is, there's a way to balance it. Even so let's look at when Gino was the coach. Do you think UConn's and maybe it's the strength of the program. Maybe Joni's recruiting fell apart because it's Texas A&M, and it's hard to sell. Where they at, El Paso? It's hard to sell that.
They at College Station. College Station.
That sounds hard to sell to the kids from certain places, right? I'm just being for real. It sounds like stores. So maybe it's the programs that they from, like Duke. Maybe Kara Lawson won't have that much trouble.
It's hard to sell College Station. It is a per PWI. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's hard to say that the only real black people you're going to see down there are the ones that's on the team. Just being honest. So, yeah, I get it.
So maybe that's the reason her program suffered while she was doing USA basketball more so than anything else, because she wasn't there to keep selling. Like, hey, it's cool down here now. I'm telling you. Don't forget, it's cool.
I think the real issue with Notre Dame is not about you getting players there. It's the standard of Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. Their standard won't allow certain players to even come there, even sniff coming there, because they don't have the grace to qualify to be there and get accepted into the university. So when you're looking at those things, it will stop you from getting those type of players. So that's why when they got Olivia, when they got Hannah, it was like, oh, we got to go win a chip. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't, this is what we're going to face of how do we get players there?
Now I got to ask y'all this. Because y'all just told me about what College Station is. You talking about College Stations is for the rich white people. It's not a lot. It's not very diverse there.
It's not.
So then, Joni, why do you take a job there?
Because it's the SEC, and they're going to give me money. And they have one thing about College Station. They have all money. They can throw out money, and it won't even fathom it. They don't even care. They don't give a damn.
Spend it on women's basketball?
They have spent it on anything. Anything related to Texas A&M, they're going to spend it.
You better get to writing some checks then. Joni ain't writing the right checks then, Rob. She ain't writing the right checks then.
No, it's not that. It's not about she not writing the right checks. She's not talking to the right boosters.
Okay, here we go.
It's a whole different other conversation.
There's a conversation.
You're not talking to the right boosters because they're willing to spend any money for you to win. That's just what they want to do because their goal is they want to be better than Texas. They don't give a damn about anything else. They want to be better than Texas. That's just them. That's just you not using your resources and understanding the assignment. That's what that is. She ain't understanding the assignment. Man, you can't. It's on you.
You felt like Georgia was a hot spot for recruiting. Yeah, I don't know why you leave Georgia either. Look at the players that came out of there in the last couple years. Raven, Sanaya, Big Foe. Who I'm forgetting? I mean,
it's a number. It's a number of players that came out of Georgia.
Fagan came from Georgia.
That's what I said. That was the only thing I could think of. Sanaya, Raven, Big Foe. It's other people.
And there's so many that came out the Metro Atlanta area, and that's for all sports. To be honest with you, Georgia's a hotbed for all sports.
That's why I'm still right there. You was already in the SEC in Georgia. What in the hell is you doing down at College Station, girl?
Because they got different type of money. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You talking about Georgia money versus Texas A&M money? You talking about real oil pipeline money?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. I get that part, but these young people don't know it when they Cash App hit because it don't say oil money. It just say paid. They don't know. So, man, listen.
Now,
I told.
Here's what I would tell you. If you don't upgrade your assistants, you will never get better.
Okay, well, let's talk about that then.
That's what you have to start looking at with some of these coaches. Like when you looking at, man, why these coaches not successful? Start looking at their bench. The bench will tell you why they're not successful. If their assistant coach is not putting in the right hours and can't develop kids, because guess who's developing the kids? It's assistant coaches. It ain't the head coach. You rarely see the head coach. So because they're doing other assignments.
So then Joni should have been out, not in the transfer portal, but trying to see what coaches got fired and trying to retool her assistant coach. Coaches.
So assistant coach can leave it.
I mean, not necessarily who got fired, but I'm just saying she should have been really looking at who she surrounded herself with. More so than who she didn't get out of the recruiting. Go ahead.
Listen, you don't gotta wait for nobody to get fired. If I want somebody off your bench, I'm calling, make the phone call. What's up with it? I got this to offer. What you talking about?
But I'm saying, you're saying that that's where her focus needed to be. It sounds like that ain't where her focus is at.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so then how much longer is she gonna be able to hang out in College Station with the oil money?
About a year or less.
Oh, okay, well. So Koulibaly saved that in the tunnel then. Because Koulibaly went down hurt. Okay. I'll take that.
You got about a year or less. Don't worry about it.
In that press conference when she got the job at A&M. That's what told me right there. They slid a number she couldn't refuse. Okay.
Yeah. All right, listen. You go to Georgia. They not trying to give you the number you want. You go to Texas A&M. They're gonna give it to you. And gonna add a little extra to it to make you feel real good. All right, listen. If they can fire a football coach and they owe $100 million to him, what you think gonna happen to Joni? You think they ain't gonna fire her?
Yeah, that's true. That's
true. They had a head coach they gave $100 million for. After 3 years, he was gone.
Man, yeah, they telling me in the chat. Drip called and said, "Send Deli, what you doing?"
Man, you don't listen, man. You don't got.
Hey, Deli, I don't know what you hearing, but it ain't. I don't know, Coach G. Sometimes you do.
But they fired the football coach because he couldn't beat Nick Saban. He could not beat Alabama. That's the reason why you got them. You got to get there to beat. So what do you think the women's Texas A&M's women's basketball coach is going? She can't beat Dawn. Not even Dawn. She can't even beat Pat Schaefer.
Yeah, Aaron, I think Vic left and went to Texas for the money, but I also think Vic left to get his ass away from Dawn. Vic didn't expect to be back in the SEC. He was running his ass to the Big 12. He was so sick of taking a whooping from Dawn. He was like, what? Yeah, I go. Vic was so sick. When he got that memo saying they was on their way back to the SEC, Vic thought about retirement. He might not admit it, but yeah, he had to think about that. He can't be Dawn. Stop playing. He was getting his ass away from that SEC.
The only time that Vic Schaefer had a real chance, Enrique killed his Enrique. God damn that shot. Man. I still watch recaps of that shot. I still can't believe that she made that shit. Oh my god.
I don't know if he's been in the same room with Enrique yet.
Oh my god. I
don't know if they didn't been in the same room together yet.
That year Notre Dame ruined everything. Oh my god.
He liable to come straight off the jacket when he see Enrique.
That was a good shot though, but the shit, Notre Dame ruined everything that year. So
it be like that. So y'all, we came up here for the Raven smoke. It don't look like it don't look like the Raven smoke coming, y'all. Not every time I come out, they pull me back in.
Do you think LSU can compete with South Carolina? Now that Lay's there, do you think they can actually compete with that?
Football?
No.
I'm got a hell of a football program. Baseball? Yeah.
Hey.
You talking about women's basketball? Who? This year?
Hey, no. Because Lay's there. Does that give them a chance? Does that give LSU a chance to finally beat South Carolina? Maybe in the regular season.
But how do you beat them? How do you fathom them beating South Carolina's one? That's the first question. They don't even have a big to even could understand what the hell is going on. So how could you fathom even to ask the question? Can they be? I'm just waiting on that part.
I'm just saying, in a way of making LSU even more, since Kim's been there, they cannot be. Even when Angel was there, they cannot be South Carolina.
But how do they even make the game? How do they even make the game interesting? They have no bigs. They can't rebound. So how can you even make the game interesting if you can't rebound?
Lay gonna try to make that thing interesting. Lay gonna have I believe Lay gonna have a green light. Lay gonna try to go for 30. Lay gonna try to go for 30. She gonna be trying to go for blood. But again, my thing here, and I keep telling you, I'm so excited because what I want to know is when Demon Time Raven, the Revenge Tour 2.0 spread that 6-2 out in the PMAC with everybody watching, what does that look like? If you get past Raven and that's Ashlyn back there, what does that look like? The first time that you standing on the other side of this thing, looking at who you went to war with, I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't care if you left mad, whatever. They went and won a national championship together on an undefeated team.
Mm-hmm.
All things heal. If you don't believe me, ask Jalen and Chris. Y'all didn't think Jalen would ever talk to Chris Webber again. They still brothers. You couldn't say shit to Jalen about Chris, but he'll say something to Chris. If you think that Lay's still not their sister, and if you think that they still not Lay's sisters, y'all never was really on a team. That's gonna be something different in the PMAC when they standing across from each other, looking at each other with all that shit on the line. That's a tough thing to do. And the thing is, who left Dawn and beat her?
Who has more backup?
Oh man,
now you
want to talk basketball. Now you want to talk basketball, Carolina. There you go. Come on, let's talk.
Who got more backup though? Lay with LSU or the whole Gamecock team?
Gamecocks, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So do you put Raven on Lay? Do you put Tessa on Malaysia? Or if you look at Malaysia when she gets stripped in the hole, she got the ball low. You don't think they've been watching her practice?
Of course.
Whenever she go to the hole, the ball go low because she's getting ready to bring it up on something. Mm-hmm. They watching it. That 4 foot behind the 3-point line 3-point shot, it go in, but a lot of times it don't. Does she learn defense from Kim? If you didn't learn defense from Dawn, does she learn defense from Kim? Is Flau'jae known for her defense?
No.
So the rest of the squad, do you know about?
Michaela Williams. But after
That's it.
after that, that's it.
That's it. So defensive wise, does LSU turn the corner next year as far as defense?
Hey, and if there's an LSU fan that want to come up and tell us, here's the link. Come up, pop up. Let's go.
Right now, no. It does depend who they bring in, but right now, no.
Who they brought in? What they brought in the center from? Was she from Notre Dame? They brought in like a center from like it's like 6'4", 6'5".
Kovo.
Okay. Now
go ahead.
LSU plays defense.
Now Flage gonna give up the rock. Flage gonna give up the rock. Malaysia gonna play with too much emotion. Kim gonna have too much emotion. The whole team gonna have too much emotion. USC gonna be surgical.
Yeah, they are.
So, and I see Chicago Cheetah. You saying LSU play defense and plays offense well. They always play South Carolina hard. Last time they played was a low scoring game. It was, but you know what? We won by 10 this time.
South Carolina.
The last time we played LSU, we beat them by 10. Yeah. The 2 games the year before, we beat them by 6 and 7. So even though it was a low scoring game, the winning margin was bigger. So I don't know how that factors in, but yeah, there's that.
The year before that, when LSU won the national championship, y'all blew them out. I remember that game. And LSU was undefeated. Both teams were undefeated. That was supposed to be a heavyweight fight. They
came in and got blew out in the CLA.
Yep.
We're not worried about. We didn't get no calls in the PMAC the year before last year when we went to PMAC and won.
Let me tell you, the SEC. When I look at the SEC, is the best conference, but because it got the most competitive teams. But South Carolina is always going to reign, in my opinion. Because then after that is LSU and Texas. But LSU and Texas, they can't beat South Carolina. Even with Texas, I'm like, no, Texas can't beat.
I'll tell you, old girl at Ole Miss, she is. Hey, Ole Miss is leveling up. Ole Miss every year is inching, and they quiet about it. Nobody really talking about Ole Miss, but Ole Miss is inching.
I got a second in the SEC right now.
Yeah, Ole Miss is inching. People don't want to say that because they not doing nothing splash. Like you don't see nothing about Ole Miss highlights unless you go to their page on like ESPN and getting their algorithm. But Ole Miss play ball, man. People sleeping on Ole Miss, but they be playing.
Oh, they is. Tennessee coming too, y'all, and them twins they on revenge time.
They playing, but I don't know about that style. You subbing in 5 at a time, 4 at a time.
Well, this the thing, Carolina. This the thing. Like now, you got to show us something. Now you did that at Marquette. She was at Marquette, right? She did that at Marquette. You did that your first year at Tennessee. Now the tape's out on you too in the SEC. Yeah. What else is in your bag? Because the platoon thing. That ain't gonna work all the time. What else you got?
What I do give her credit for is she give it to the coaches as far as that subbing. Like she give it to the assistant coach as far as are you about to make this line change, but we gonna ball. But it's hard to do that when the other team, well, and I'm talking about USC, can exchange with you, but they choose not to. We're gonna put 2 in. We're gonna put 1 in. We're gonna see what this line change about. But I think they are gonna figure that shit out. But they got to figure out who their go-to player is too. You got to have a go-to player. Hey, but I'm about to get out here. I'm about to get something to eat and get drunk and take a shower.
I appreciate you popping up.
Hey, nice meeting y'all. Nice meeting y'all.
Man, pull up anytime.
Pop back up anytime, man. Anytime. And now I guess gotta ask y'all this. Remember tonight, Latson went in LSU and gave him like 30, but she just didn't have enough help. Now she coming back with help. What that look like for LSU?
Oh no, yeah, they gotta work. Latson is gonna be. I was gonna say Latson is gonna match Fluwali offensively. Like we don't know. They probably gonna allow Latson to just go off in South Carolina. Of course, she's gonna play. She's not gonna be playing hero ball like she did in Florida State. But I think Dawn is gonna allow her to eat. So. But then also, Latson got to learn. But then Latson got to learn how to play defense. She got to learn how to defend.
I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all in the chat telling folks, "Come on up," because you see them talking different on other spaces, and then being here, being real. I don't know, on the fence. Hey, don't. Here's the thing. Don't lie to kick it in here. Because the word get back. If you out talking spicy in the streets about South Carolina on other platforms, on other pages, we see you. It come back. So don't come in here like you kicking it with South Carolina like you got all the respect for us. If you ain't got no respect for us, that's fine. But stand on business with it though. That's my thing. Don't be in here like, you know what, I just don't know. South Carolina might be the best team in it. And then out in the other street, out in these other pages talking real greasy. Like, come on, man. It ain't even no big back and forth. It's just stand on business and state your opinion.
Man, listen, it's hard to stand on business when you just agree with anybody say. It's just, like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? You could easily be deterred when you listen to somebody that ain't really talking hoops. They just give you a narrative to run with. Cool. It sounds good.
Yeah, y'all don't gotta lie to kick it. I want you to be who you are around here. Be who you are. Well, I guess that's it then. It is gonna be South Carolina, UConn in the championship again.
Man. It's crazy. It's crazy, Cess. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought people wanted to talk. They told us they wanted to talk.
Yeah, Lassen dropped 30 on Big 4. They didn't want to talk for real. They're gonna have excuses. They was in traffic, they didn't have time, they didn't this, they didn't that. Shaq will be at the PMAC this year. Is he suiting up? Look at me.
Hey, boy, I heard it all, man. Hey, Juice, you gonna show up?
They're like, oh, Shaq gonna be here. Is he suiting up? Who y'all got in your way to early Final Four? UConn, South Carolina.
Ole Miss.
See, Ole Miss, and then I was gonna say maybe Maryland.
Maryland, I can go with that. Way too early. I can go with that.
I do think 2 or 3 SEC teams get in there though.
I could definitely go with that. I mean,
I don't know if I see
the best teams are gonna be in the SEC, and they're gonna have about 5, 6 of those.
UCLA now that they got Neepkins. Oh no, I don't see that.
Man, hey, listen, man, y'all can move around with that.
I like
Neepkins.
UCLA. I like it for Neepkins, but I don't see them in the Final Four.
I got Tennessee Elite 8 right now, currently constructed.
No, I don't got Texas again, y'all.
Texas could be Elite 8, like Texas, Tennessee. That's Elite 8. I'm gonna give UCLA by default the Elite 8, but that's about all they can make.
Okay. Who y'all got? Y'all tell me. Jeremy, who you got?
You know, I'm taking them by default just because I think that having both best this year can get it done. They can get them to the Elite 8. Now, getting past the Elite 8, that's a whole different story because they don't got the guards to do it. But I can see them getting to the Elite 8. USC, no. Anybody in the Big Ten?
Rusty, please hit the please. Rusty, please.
Oh, you know what?
Hit the link. Please hit the link and come up and talk to us about that one. Please come up and ask that question.
I give a sleeper. Michigan. I'll give Michigan as a sleeper.
Rusty, come on up. Come on up, Rusty. Wait, come on, Rusty. Come on up. Let's talk this one. Rusty, come. Oh man, come on. Hey, come on. Let me hear it in the chat. Rusty. Come on, Rusty. Let's go. Oh, I want to talk about this one. Yeah, these Final Four picks. Come on. What about Oklahoma and Leah Chavez? Do you mean as a Final Four or just what about Oklahoma and Leah Chavez? Let me know there first. Come on, Rusty. Come on up. Rusty.
This is way too early Final Four picks. Way too early.
They gave her $1 million.
Do you really think
sometimes
that
you play the fool?
Do you really think she got $1 million?
Yeah,
I know you.
yeah.
I
People
know
think
you don't.
yes,
I
yes, yes.
know you
People
don't
people
believe she
think
got
yeah.
$1 million. Okay.
Well, and this is why we asked. This is why I asked you about that before when we were talking about that. Because people hear $1 million and then they think backpack or like the Cash App, and you looked at your Cash App and it said 1 million, 1 million. They thought it said that. But what we're
Bro,
talking about more so is the
bro,
entirety of what they got.
you
Right.
in your right mind? Are you gonna give an 18-year-old $1 million that ain't never stepped on the floor? Man, ask yourself that, man. Like, come on, man. What are we doing right now?
Jeremy, how much y'all gave Sarah Williams?
like, what the hell are we doing?
Oh, Jeremy, he talking. Hold on. Oh, it's Coach
What's
Coleman in the building. What up, Coach?
What up?
Coach hit the link and came on up. What's your
Hit
take?
the,
What you
hit
got?
the link. Link the link.
So, Coach, how you feel about Chavez from Oklahoma?
Uh-oh.
Chavez from Oklahoma.
Start off cooking.
I think he's overrated because defense is questionable. She has offensive mindset, but not convinced about a bag. Also, she has some maturity there that needs to be done in here, in between the ears. And so anybody can have the skill, but see the maturity, see if she can settle. I wasn't too excited about the business management of her, so that kind of turned me off. And then, she got cooked by underclassmen. I mean, convincingly. It wasn't maybe if kind of sort of, but there's people that just got your number too. So that's gonna be in any level that you play on. But my thing is, I think if she wants to have longevity and stick-to-itiveness in basketball career from college to pro, it's gonna have to show some signs of defense, not just in team defense, not just defense. Let me leak out and get a layup, or let me cheat in the lanes and get a spectacular deflection and things like that, but just knowing how to play solid defense and have her teammates back on, weak side and help. Hopefully there's not too much help to help her situation, but I mean, you hope have help to help her. You hope you never, that's not a good sign for your team when you got to help the helper. But overall, I think if she improves her midi, she can make a living there. But again, I think it all comes down if she's willing to commit to the conditioning and the defense.
So, Coach, when that first time somebody full course press her, how do you think that's going to go?
In college, in the SEC?
Yes.
Turnover.
Okay.
Her first time, turnover.
Okay. Okay. We're on the same page. I just had to make sure we asked that question.
Yeah. Can I ask y'all about another player that played against in that tournament where she got cooked? Jersey Robinson. Mm-hmm. Do y'all see her at UCLA, and what kind of what caliber player do y'all see her coming in her first year?
She got
Is
a dog mentality
like that.
She got a dog mentality.
She's a dog. She's a dog. I love it.
She got a dog mentality.
I think she goes to UCLA. Her. Do you like her at UCLA with Betts and the Jazzy Davidson?
Hey,
you see where I'm heading? You see where I'm going with this thing? You see where I'm going with this thing? I'm trying to build something. Coach, you see I'm trying to build something here now.
I see it.
I was trying not to go there because that's what I was about to say now.
Jeremy, you can't keep sitting up here with the sad face, man. And we trying to build something that's good, bro. Come on. You got to be more happy for me, Jeremy. Come on now. I said Jazzy, Jersey, and Sienna. Come on, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was like,
come on, man.
You got to play the game show. You got to play the game show on Jeremy face.
Oh no, Jeremy, something happened with your sound. We can't hear you. Your sound is gone. I can't hear you. They said not with Corey there. Fire Corey and maybe.
Hey, listen, you don't need Corey. You don't need Corey.
We're trying to get Rob in there, Coach Coleman as a duo or something.
Oh yeah,
right.
Hey, listen, we don't even.
Jersey is whose? You think Jersey going to UConn? Really? I hadn't heard that one.
Jersey going to UConn.
All right, so if you you do know Russell Westbrook got some play into where Jersey's going, right? So.
No, I didn't, and tell me why. That I didn't
know why. He do sponsor her, and Sierra Cannon wherever she goes.
Okay.
And she also, was part of his AAU basketball team until she just switched over. So I mean, he do have a little say so in the sponsorship piece of it. of the NIL
I
piece
think
of
Jersey's
it.
staying home. I think
So
Jersey's staying in Cali, and I don't. Jersey don't look like a USC kid to me. She look. I've been saying it since the first time I seen she looked like a UCLA kid.
Yeah, she probably gonna send you UCLA.
I'll say this though, Cess. If Jazzy Davis hit that portal now, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from USC.
Okay, so you don't got to hear nothing, but let me ask you this: if Jazzy Davis hits the portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does South Carolina have a chance, or will she hit the portal with like a DNC and know where she's going?
I'm gonna say no because I know the relationship her and Sienna Betts has.
So you think it would be to reunite with somebody she's played with before? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got a hot
her,
take question here. Oh, go ahead.
but her and Sienna has always played USA basketball every year together. That's where, and they play with Jersey, so they already familiar with each other.
Got you. Hot take question for the panel. Who are your top 3 coaches and bottom 3? Even if your bottom 3 are the coaches others think are the top. Top 3 and bottom 3 coaches. Goodness, Jeremy, there you go. There you go with the sad face again, Jeremy.
I'm not.
Come on, man.
I'm thinking.
You gotta buy in,
face.
bro.
It is my thinking face.
That's your thinking face.
My
Okay, my bad. That's your thinking face. I thought you were sad again. Come on, Jeremy, stay with us. What you got?
I'll tell you my top 3. My top 3 is Gino, Dawn, and Gino, Dawn, and Kim. You got to put Kim there. You got to put Kim on that list.
Gino, Dawn, Kim. Okay.
No, you don't.
I got to put Kim on that list. You got to respect
Tell me why you feel like you have to put Kim there.
Kim, I gotta respect. You still gotta respect the 4 natties, even though, sometimes even though the last couple of years has been a little questionable, you still gotta respect the 4 natties that she got, and her leading LSU to a championship.
Okay,
so do you want active coaches or just in general? That's going back to the question. Is that active or overall? About college coaching, women's college coaches.
So, Jeremy, why you don't want to give us your bottom 3? You don't want to hurt nobody feelings?
Oh no, let's do top 3. Let's do top 3 so you can think about it. So we can come to.
Okay, no, because I see Brittany saying, "Can we do bottom 3 too?" So we will do bottom 3. We'll do bottom 3. So active. Let's keep it active, coach. Let's keep it active.
I'm going Don. So I'm going Don, Gino, Coach Yo.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot you were Coach Yo.
That for active, that's where I would be. About the same. Joni was headed that way, and then she just dropped. She messed everything up for me.
Oh yeah, we just had a conversation about her.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't catch the live one. I had to switch over that, so I'll go back and listen. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Rob, on that right there.
I mean, the only thing with Joni is that she just needs to upgrade her assistants. That's the biggest problem I see from her. She needs to upgrade her assistants for her to be able to do something in the SEC.
You said her assistant coaches?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you pay, you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy, you want to kick it off, or you want me to kick it off with the bottom 3?
The bottom 3?
Yeah, bottom 3.
Bottom 3, Coach G, Chloe Close. I would say Oklahoma's coach, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Oklahoma's coach, I think she's a little overrated to me. So, but definitely Coach G and Chloe Close. Chloe Close, I don't care of UCLA having the number 1. Like, Chloe Close is a little overrated, in my opinion. So.
Tom replaced Winston Gandy with Wendell Farrell. I did a story on him. Check him out. Fascinating.
Okay.
I got a question for y'all before you do your other top. Is Brenda Freeze anywhere near your top 3 coaches?
Yeah, she'll be like she'll finish out between 5 and 10 for sure, because she's still kind of on the fence, kind of setting her ways, trying to mingle with the new wave. Mm-hmm. She's struggling. She's on the struggle bus, but the thing is, she knew how to coach that game before NIL. You've seen that, so she knows the X's and O's. Now, can she make that full transition to the NIL era and how it's coached now, how the game's coached now.
Okay.
I'm interested to see who everybody in the chat who they bottom three is. That's what
I mean,
I'm interested.
I like Yo, I like Don. Gino is a legend. I was thinking about Brenda Freeze, and then I was thinking about just for like last year.
They like, can we do bottom three?
So all right. So listen, I'll give you my bottom three. My bottom three is Coach G, Coach Corey, Coach Vic. That's my bottom three.
You say it one more time.
Coach G, Coach Corey, Coach Vic. Those are my bottom three.
Oh, Vic Schaefer's a bottom three. Okay.
So are we staying in the SEC or just any random?
No, that's anywhere because that's all over the place.
Yeah, I picked two Big Ten.
Let me tell y'all my problem. Because I got Coach Corey, I got Coach G, but then there's Westmore, right? So then there's NC, there's the NC State coach, there's the Louisville coach, and then there's the Iowa State coach.
Right.
So it's like I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure.
I mean, I could go with NC State. I can go. It's a number because I can go with. I just took Coach Vic because
Yeah, I was gonna say Coach Vic over the NC State coach.
Yeah, Coach Vic got one more time, take his jacket off and throw that some gun. So
And then he went to whining about the refs and everything. Yeah. So he has to crying afterwards too to bother me, man. Yeah. He was like, "They so loud, bro. They fans, bro. They pay their tickets. Why they yelling? Because they at the game, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Like, what you talking about on the sideline, bro? That's why.
I can respect, West. I can respect the NC coach a little bit more than I can Coach Vic.
So, question, what is Kenny a bottom coach for you because of on the court stuff or off the court stuff?
Yeah, Kenny's a bottom coach. Kenny's a bottom coach definitely for off the stuff.
You say Kenny Brooks?
Yeah, Kenny Brooks.
Yeah, that's not even bottom three. That's bottom. You know what I mean? That's
bottom. Yeah.
Like catfish. That's like catfish bottom.
Okay.
Not even whiting, Hey,
don't shoot.
I'm sorry.
Don't shoot. Hands up. I'm just reading what they say. At least if you say Coach Corey himself.
Let me go smash your air.
Himself. Goodness gracious. Okay. Y'all really don't like. Okay, so Kenny, Kevin. So who was the one that took the picture with the angel sign? Is that McGuff? Who took the picture with the angel sign?
Is that McGuff?
Kennedy were definitely my bottom three. Forgot about Lindsay. It was West.
West, okay.
It was West. What do y'all think about that?
All I know, they better.
And was it a confirmed real picture? And then does that make him a bottom type of coach?
Oh man,
it's going up on a Friday.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, Coach. It's been one of those days, Coach. I ain't gonna hold you. I listen. We did a show early. They got to telling us, they was going crazy about Raven, so we had to come back and run a Raven show.
I didn't even say my part on Raven.
Yeah, it was getting wild. It was getting wild.
Let me get this hot take off, and then you can give your piece on Raven. So, hot take: Special K to South Carolina and Jersey to UConn. Who was half right? Mondo, half right. Westport just straight down for taking that picture.
I think you got to.
So it was a real picture. Okay, go ahead, Coach.
All right, so first my bottom three. I got to go Finley, Iowa State. The time that the coach at time is forgetting. Finley. I got to go Vic Schaefer because I'm tired of him whining and farting on the sideline. Vic Schaefer, please, whine and fart at home, please. And then let me see after that. So I got Finley from Iowa State, Vic Schaefer in Texas, and one more, man. I'm between. It's a lot of others, but Kenny's a little suspect, so I'm gonna throw Kenny. I'm gonna throw Kenny under the court I'm gonna throw
Kenny
Kenny.
is good.
Hey.
That man removed.
Okay,
That
so
man removed a girl's scholarship, man. Oh my God, you can't. That man removed a girl's scholarship.
That's why I gotta put him under the court. So this is all I wanted to share about Raven Johnson. Raven, TCU coach. I said TCU coach. I did. No, he's not good. He kind of.
Hey, I'm never playing poker with Jeremy. I can't tell if he's sad, mad, happy. I don't know
That means I
what
got
the
a good
fuck
poker
going on with
face.
Jeremy.
That means I'm not predictable.
Jeremy got that old school LL Cool J look, man.
I'm staying off the poker table. I'm staying off the poker table.
Hey, it's 11 o'clock.
I can't read Jeremy's face, man.
Wait, coach. Before you go, what do you guys think about Carol Lawson?
Looking like Trey Songz video. No, I'm just like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
You said Carol Lawson?
Yeah. What do y'all think about Carol Lawson? Do y'all think she's top 5? I don't know how you feel about Carol Lawson, but do y'all think she's top 5?
No.
She's not top 5. She's trying to climb the charts. I have to get her credit for her latest defensive scheme.
Yeah,
so I give her credit for that.
She's a hell of a defensive coach, but she needs to work on the offense end. I give credit there.
I agree. Yeah, because Duke is too low scoring. If they're not hitting their threes, they you're right.
Oh, Brittany got a high question.
Yeah, but go ahead and give your take on Raven before we get to that question. We'll give y'all a minute to think about that.
My take on Raven. My take on Raven is that what a point guard, a facilitator does is an extension of the coach. They are the living playbook on the court. They are that fifth and sixth assistant coach in a uniform, and they trust. They are a point guard, as a person that affords a coach not to waste the timeout, because they can make the adjustment without the coach having to use the timeout. And so goes back to what Rob is saying about the intangibles. Everything she does, whether from practice to the game, you cannot see that in the box score. So therefore, even pro scouts know it's priceless what she does and how far she's come. Now, the reason why I think media she's hated, because the body of work she did in that last championship and who she shut down. So
exactly.
The climate of the system we're in, the climate that we're in, she's going to get that media hate because she shut down some of the people's beloved. But therefore, what she did emotionally, mentally, to shake off 1 year and to come back and get bigger and better, and to know the assignment and to be a student of the game, you cannot coach that. This is something that someone went and did on their own. The coach didn't have to hype them up. The coach didn't have to gas them up. So people in fan world, you are missing out on gems, because when a person is motivated by their failure and they go study for themselves, it is scary hours. So not only does she study defense, but as a point guard, you have to know every position in offense and know what it does and where it needs to be. So that is an offensive threat. So that's why a player like her knows how to score when she needs to score, because she knows what everyone else needs to do and where they need to be. And that, my friends, is dangerous.
Facts.
All right. I like it. So let me get my underachieving coach that we're not talking about.
Kim Mulkey.
Jeff Waltz.
Oh yeah.
Waltz. Yeah. At Louisville.
I was just going to go there.
He spent the whole season looking like he couldn't score with buckets on the bench.
I listen. I got a 3-way tie. I got Louisville coach. I got NC State coach, and I just had it. Notre Dame. Those three are tie for me.
Mississippi State, Sam Purcell.
Mississippi State, Purcell. What do you think about Purcell?
Gimmicky. This is a gimmicky coach. And gimmick coaching, gimmick schemes usually come to a head, is a shortcut to a dead end. That's what usually what happens. Because it becomes an easy scout. There's no progressions to gimmick schemes.
Do y'all have any? Do y'all have any coaches just gonna be the next hot thing that you really like what they doing, but they haven't won something yet? But as soon as they get a chance,
I like Kim Caldwell,
like that?
but I feel like she needs to add more to what she's doing.
You know what?
So I like the excitement. So if she can add more to the portfolio, then I can be a believer. So I'm not a believer, but I like the energy. I like how she made a difference in a season and got them back into the tournament. And they had a challenging schedule just because of the SEC, and they played some significant non-conference schedules, and they got the UConn win. So congratulations to her in the first season. Now that they got film on you, let's see if you can make the. You know what I mean? Now they got film on how you coach. Now let's see if you got the counter action to that.
Malik, you think Walsh did enough to develop that the defense though?
I'm going to Tamika Reed. I'm going until she get a better job. And she's at Charlotte right now. She came from she was at Jackson State. That's the one. Like if she gets a real opportunity at a big time job, watch the hell out.
Oh yeah, because she has a very good system that she runs. Very good.
What conference?
It's battle tested, and I don't. It's unique. It's something you could tell that she kind of hybrid and took herself and took some things and put it together. So you can't really you could tell it's something that she meshed from different things she've learned and kind of put it together herself. So that's a great point.
Yeah. What conference do you think she'll be good at?
I don't think I don't even think the conference even matters because one thing about Tamika Reed, she understands how to thoroughly put a team together. She understands roster construction and how to win. And that's the part of a lot of coaches don't, because they think, well, just about talent, and we'll figure out the rest later. She's gonna really sit back and think, hey, do you fit this team or not? And she'll be willing to let you go if you don't fit the roster. But a lot of coaches hold on to you.
Okay. I got a question. What do y'all think about the University of Washington coach?
I like how she's putting together a team, and
she'll notice. She'll notice this year.
I thought I want to see what she do this year. She got Howell up there now, right? And then she got somebody coming in.
I know she got a team. She got a team up there this year. She don't notice this year.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like she played some teams. I felt like she played some teams really, really well.
NYC.
If she made some moves like adding to her roster, that maybe they could beat the LSU this year. They played them really, really tough last year. Maybe they could beat the LSU this year.
I don't think LSU want to play them.
Like Hustle Man, who just came on looking like Hustle Man from the fifth floor?
That's James of Flatbush right there.
Flatbush.
You know
I'm always the Hustle Man, man. I'm always hustling.
You know he in New York. Them buildings just tell you he in New York.
Yeah, I knew it was New York. I saw the Browns from the bricks, baby.
Stay safe out there.
Let me ask y'all this: Is the Texas assistant coach the next assistant coach that should blow up?
Which one?
Jesus.
You know which coach I'm talking about.
Don't
act like that.
That beautiful queen.
You was talking about SEC.
I got one question.
Don't you start acting like that. Come on with the question. What you got?
Yeah. I wonder who's that assistant coach at Tennessee that took over when Caldwell was in labor.
The assistant coach at Tennessee.
They took over when Caldwell was in labor. The young coach that was at her at Marquette. The young coach that was with her at Marquette. The one that almost did she almost beat Vic?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, she almost did.
She almost beat Vic, and then Kim had to come back when Dawn was coming to town. I don't remember her name, but I know who you talking about, Flatbush.
You think she's up and coming, Flatbush?
Well, we need give it a few more years, but we see some potential. So I see some potential in her.
You see some potential there? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all know who I think the next up and coming assistant coach is, but I don't want to say her name because I don't want nobody to think that.
I can only imagine.
That's young. That's Khadijah Sessions.
That's it. All right.
That would be Sessions for me. That would be the next one.
I mean, I think so. I mean, I think that it's her generation. It'll be her time soon. It'll be Sessions' time soon. So,
I think she bring a new swag. I think she brings a different type of swag to the head coaching position.
yeah, the non-traditional, and that's what I'm ready for. Like, let's just be all stiff under the collar and all that. Just be yourself, and this is who I am, and this is how I connect.
Hey, Jeremy, you got to move your head left and right or something so that people know you ain't sleep. They think you done passed out over.
Is he froze up?
Jeremy, they said, Jeremy, wake up. I don't know. He sleep or what?
he
must have froze.
He froze, yeah, because it was like he was looking bionic. MJ Lover in the chat. MJ Lover in the house.
I see him in the chat.
MJ, what a happening?
Mr. Lover.
Is Simone Augustus next in line at LSU? Not if somebody else called first.
Yeah, man, that's
right.
That's a tough
because
not after she smacked
Simone told y'all y'all asked Simone that question already. Simone said not if somebody else called first. It would be nice to be here, but if the WNBA or somebody else called, the goal is to be a head coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends. If Kim move out the way quick enough, sure. But if somebody else called before, yeah, I'm out.
I'm interested to see what kind of roster she would construct at LSU being a head coach. Because, like, you think about, like, they roster right now with all these 1,000 guards they got. What kind of conversation you finna have with them just to get rid of them?
Hey, you know how they do. Hey, coach wants you. Hey, man, coach said, come here.
The fact that you got 9 guards and 4 bigs is crazy.
Crazy work.
And y'all think G would help Simone? Y'all think G would stay with Simone?
I think he would.
Okay. So do y'all think G want to be a head coach?
Of course he do. You know what I'm saying? The way he recruiting. You crazy. Well, he hurt. Hey, listen, what you gonna tell me? I got all the top dogs at LSU. Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, he went that 6 to 8 figures.
Why don't you think? Why you say G ain't a good recruiter to you, Aaron? Why not?
Because he spent that cash.
Jeremy ain't froze no more. He back. He wouldn't sleep. There you go. Hey, you not really gonna play, so I guess you pack your bags. That's the combo. Hey, let me tell you something. You ever heard of this place called the Portal? Let me show you how to get there. Bro, it's real simple.
Man, listen.
Hey,
she gonna listen. Seth, she gonna ask that question. Have you ever been promoted to a customer? Let me show you what that look like.
not to a customer. What?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me ask you this.
To a customer.
Let me ask you this. What does Penn State have to do for their transfer portal moves to be successful?
Not a goddamn thing.
What? Brittany said, pray.
Right.
No, wait a minute, wait. Whoa. Hey, look, I love it here. Man, I love it here. If you don't love it here, I don't know why you don't. I love it here. Run them likes up on the platform. Listen. So, wait a minute. Does McMillan want help? The problem? Wait a minute. Wait.
No.
McMillan is going to have the greenest light ever at Penn State. Am I wrong?
Well, she made her bed. She's going to have to lay on it.
She might average 24, 25 points this season.
Does she want help? No, that is the perfect situation for McMillan.
Come get your 25.
okay, let me ask you this: it's 20. Okay, and I don't from what we've seen about Kiyomi, right? Do you believe that 25 points a game and a green light, the greenest light out there, is enough to keep her happy and at Penn State, or does she want to win and play in tournaments?
The only thing that keep her happy as long as the other girls are in the gym. As long as they're in the gym with her, she'll be happy with it.
So it's not about the winning.
I don't see that. I don't get that vibe from Kiyomi and her camp and her business brand. I don't get that vibe, and that's just outside looking in. I haven't spent any close time. I haven't interviewed them personally, but I just don't get that vibe. I don't get that thing coming from I think 25. Keep your bag up and get to the WNBA and do what you need to do. And some people are okay with that. And I think it's what right now. It just seems like let me get everything I can right now, and that's what her business team is about. And if they okay with it, she's okay with it, and Penn State's okay with it, and they get some good publicity, it's really a win-win-win for both parties actually, because they're gonna get some, some follows and some likes and some shares.
Here's the real thing. This season is all about is showing that she can be a better teammate to re-up on another bag. That's what this season is all about. I can show you I can help the team win. I could be a better teammate. I won't have the off the court antics. I got a little more maturity about myself. Let me get this so I can go get my next bag. Because she ain't being on long term. That ain't the plan. Because listen, the next excuse is gonna be, hey, I want to go play on the big stage. That's gonna be the next excuse.
I love us. Stevie Wonder wrote about it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now you say she just need her gym buddies. Wanting to win at Penn State don't belong in the same sentence.
She ain't had no gym buddies at Rutgers. That's all. She's still looking for those.
So does gym buddies just mean, hey, I'm in the gym and you in here with me watching me shoot, or we in the gym getting better?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something. It's in between. It's in the middle.
I need that right partner that can, that can play the right songs, you know what I'm saying, to get me hyped in the gym, but also understand to put up some shots.
Yeah.
So you saying they wasn't cheerleading enough? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you want to call it.
Too much blubby.
It was too much blubby going on. You know what I'm saying? Not enough action. So
Gotcha. Okay. Luana, you ain't the only one. You be surprised some of the stuff I see in the chat. They come in here and they be like, "Hey ho," all kind of shit. Okay.
I do be some wild. Listen, if y'all can see the screen of what we actually see, like of the comments, it'd be wild. I'd be like, what? Like what?
When I'm in the chat, I see it.
James, you stop by the bodega, James. You stop by the bodega to get a Lucy. You know what
I mean? I see typos. I see autocorrect messing up stuff. I see all kind of stuff.
But Jeremy, don't worry about it. Here's the thing though. When you in the chat, you only see what's in the chat. You don't see what's been on all platforms if somebody comment. Like we can see on every word. It's like if somebody leaves something, we can see it. That's the difference. Like be a whole different conversation.
Even when y'all be like, I retract that. It's like, you, I still see that retraction, buddy. You ain't took it back from me. I know what you said. It's all good. If you didn't know, you know now. Your retracted don't mean the retracted don't mean unsent. Don't mean unseen. I need you to know that. It just means you erased it off your part.
Right. Yeah. I already on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
James,
they said you done walked 10 miles, bro. They said you just walking and walking and walking.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
They said you got here. You got us out here like we in a Jill Scott, like we in a Jill Scott commercial, man. Just a long walk, bro.
Train was gonna skip my stop. I had to walk.
Well, look here, man. If we gonna do all this walking, you gonna have to tell us where we going. We just ain't gonna be on this. We
He
ain't gonna be on
walking
this
to
trip
the
going no
road to the
goddamn where.
Final
Where you
Four.
going?
He on the road to the Final Four. Okay, it's like,
What? Bro, what?
He just wanted to jump in here just to show you that y'all know it's up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah,
It's
he
in the
like,
city.
man, New York in the house,
Yeah.
Flatbush for real.
That boy went from Brooklyn to Queens, didn't you, bro?
Oh
Bro,
my god.
hey,
Nah, this is still
hey,
Manhattan. It's still
hey,
Manhattan.
Flatbush, hit that
Yeah.
bridge. I want a cheesecake from
Right.
Junior's.
You see,
Let's go.
you
Hit
walking
that
the Harlem, you
bridge,
walking the
Flatbush.
125th.
I want a cheesecake. Let's
I'm
go.
nowhere near the bridge.
Oh, you know what it
Junior's
is.
is not that good.
I'm
Trust me.
right close to where the Stonewall Inn is.
Oh,
On
Flatbush,
Stonewall.
Christopher Street.
Flatbush. They said you gonna be James of Inglewood, California in a minute, bro.
See you
Yeah.
soon.
Hey,
Oh,
FM say James of Inglewood, California soon. Let's go. Hit that bridge. I want a cheesecake, Flatbush.
So I had to be myself because 12 was passing by.
All right, man. Be safe out there, man. Because if one more police, ride by, man, I know
yeah,
something
What?
for
about
Hold
happening.
on,
real.
wait. Whoa. Let me tell you something. Flatbush, and I don't usually tell stories about stuff that happened in the mansion, but I'm gonna tell this story. Because usually what happened in the mansion stay in the mansion. But I'm gonna tell this story. Let me tell y'all something about Flatbush is a real New Yorker. I didn't understand New York. Not been to New York, had
Right.
my fun, left out. Okay, Flatbush, we in the mansion talking. We in the mansion watching the game going on. Flatbush like I'm finna get on the train, right?
Right.
Flatbush get on the train.
On the
It's all
subway.
good. Flatbush, we on the train. We watching the game. All of a sudden, Flatbush is like, what the fuck? They just stabbed my man on the train. Bro, I'm like, what? He like, yeah, just stabbed him on the train. Now I'm gonna have to take a different train and go. I'm like, bro, are you even off the train yet? Like, wait. Before you start redirecting, bro, is you straight? They just wilding on the train like that. He was like,
Yep.
man, it happen all the time. It be like that on the train. So they gonna close this line down, and then I'm gonna get on it. I said, oh man, bro. Hey, real New Yorker, y'all. I wasn't ready for it, bro. So
Oh
he's
man.
straight. He's straight. Don't worry
That-
about Flatbush. He good. He
What
That's New
good.
York.
line?
That's New
James,
York,
you be
man.
on that A or the E. What be your line,
He,
James?
he done seen it all.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
That's
Flatbush head. Flatbush head on the swivel. Everything all right? I see you looking up and around.
Yeah, you
Okay,
looking
now
You
around,
be your
yeah.
train,
everything
bro.
straight.
You
Let
be
us
the A
know.
and the E or what?
wait,
A.
you at West Fourth right now, right?
Okay, so you can get
Yeah,
to it, quick, Jeremy.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we need somebody that can get to it quick if it's a problem. Okay,
yeah.
we don't know.
He's at
You
West Fourth right
recognize?
now. I know where he's at. I know exactly where
Okay,
he's
I
at.
need somebody to recognize where he at. Okay, you straight? He got to look at up and down and around. I don't know.
Bro, I was looking at this store right here. Oh shit, they got statues of Goku and Vegeta over here. And there's some anime over here. Okay.
Yeah,
Bro,
they never sleep.
to those of y'all who showed up for the Raven show, so did we. But nobody showed up for the smoke, and we just kicking it. But if it's somebody here who wanted to be in the that wanted to still bring that Raven smoke, we still here for it. Let us know. We'll drop the link.
I'm waiting for it too. Hey, your family, I gotta go. I'm about to go get something to eat real quick. So I'll see y'all. Thank
Okay.
y'all
All
again.
right,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate you coming up, Jeremy.
No
Appreciate it.
problem. Thank you.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah, James just moved over, so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over to the other car." He's like, it's straight. I'm gonna just to the other
I'm
car,
just
bro.
gonna get me something. Just gonna get me something to drink before I go on the train.
Oh, you got to take the train back.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Wait.
yeah.
Okay, I got a question for y'all in the chat. Do y'all know somebody? Do y'all know a player named Shayla Smith? Shayla Smith from Pennsylvania. Gonna be playing with McMiller in the backcourt. Broke a record at her school. Previously held by Don. Supposed to be a hooper. What y'all know about Shayla Smith? Let me know.
I don't. I ain't gonna say I do.
Well, I didn't do my research too. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. You just gave me a name to go look up. I love to go learn about a player.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So which coach is supposedly good at developing guards if not Don? I don't know.
I don't know. Good question.
Here's the thing. I keep trying to figure out, why do a coach just got to be good at developing guards or forwards or wing? Why you just can't be good at developing players?
Players, right? That's what a program's supposed to do. Just develop players, skills.
Somebody shooting. I don't know. Not somebody pretend to be a Raven hater so we can all this smoke. Man, they in the chat trying to still get their notes together.
One thing I get tired of.
They went out there to try to find some facts about Raven not being a point guard. They couldn't find none.
The only thing I get exhausted from when you it's always Coca-Cola.
Hey, listen, you gotta stay hydrated on that water.
Well, we don't miss the water. We don't miss the water. We just get our water in, baby.
You gotta stay hydrated on that water, baby.
The thing I'm getting exhausted about is that someone saying coach didn't do their job when a player doesn't make a roster in the WNBA and the pro. I'm getting tired of that narrative. It is an individual's responsibility the best. And then there's sometimes where the Baskonomics plays a role. And one thing I want to let everybody know, we're in a recession. So what you're going to see in WNBA and the NBA is you're going to see people looking out for their own. So it's not going to be the most time. I'm going to just put you on notice. It's going to be some Baskonomics to the knife power happening here because people are going to be looking out for their circle because whether we like to admit it or not, we are in a recession economically. We in some tough financial times, and so people will be looking out for the people. So some of the cuts you see and waves you see in WNBA, now I'm going to say it's a little bit personal. The people trying to cover their people. It's like that, and that's not the...
Hey, it's always been like that with a job. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes to get in that door. That's the Baskonomics of it. Okay, so guard graveyard. So South Carolina's a guard graveyard. Why?
So who's out here developing guards at a high level? Consistently.
We'll wait.
No, they said that's what they asked. They asking the same question. That's right. So who did? So when was the last time a guard came out of Notre Dame that did something? Because they called Notre Dame guard you, but the coach that's at Notre Dame right now ain't put no guard in the dub.
No,
none of them guards play for Ivy.
Right. Yeah,
I don't think none of them would have ever played for Ivy.
Here you go. Here you go.
Hey man, I'm being honest, no.
So you don't think that Ivy could have recruited them to Notre Dame?
I don't even think she could have. Do you really think she could have dealt with a Mayberry and an AO? Their attitude. You think she could have dealt with that?
Well, here's the other thing though. I don't know because I can't tell what she can deal with. Because she didn't bring Olivia Miles in, right? And then Olivia Miles cut out. She bought Kate Coldwell in. As soon as Kate Coldwell hit the transfer portal, she cut out. So Hannah stayed. But I see her and Hannah hanging out, you know what I'm saying, having meetings and everything, going over stuff, so they get along really good. So I don't know what Ivy has done. I thought that this was going to be the year because to me, this was the year that Hannah had to win it. This is when she had the most help. This was when it had to get done. She was going to have Olivia Miles healthy. She was still going to have Sonia Citron. You had West Bell. Koval was supposed to come in and do some stuff. You had King, Prosper, all of this stuff. And then, man, they lost in twos. And then it was 1, 2, 3 Cancun. So I'm still trying to figure out what Ivy does. Now, does she put that green on for Notre Dame? Man, yes, she do. She put that green on. Okay? She put that green on. You hear me? You hear me? And y'all done seen her. She got the matching stilettos and everything with her. You hear me? Y'all know the outfit I'm talking about.
Pumps in
the club. Oh, that little green, like,
yeah, you hear me?
Jumperish. Yeah, that little.
But listen, come on now. Right, okay.
Oh man. Okay. He said
this is a real basketball game too. 65-64. OKC up on Denver. Is there a reason y'all think guards are hard for any coach to consistently develop?
I don't think there's an issue. I think it comes down to an individual's work ethic at some point. get better once you get to a certain level. At college level, the individual has to put the time in to get better. A coach doesn't wave a magic wand and say you have these skills. I mean, you got to be consistent in the gym and work on skills that you're going to actually use and things that you can actually apply in a game. So I mean that's another part.
The thing that bothers me now though is with this transfer portal is who actually gets credit for somebody that's going to the league.
Nobody. I'm using
This is the other
Britain's
part,
word.
is the development of the guard supposed to stop when they get to the dub? Like all the development you got supposed to be in college, and that's supposed to carry you through the dub.
No.
And, I mean, the reason why I asked that question,
I hope not.
because you could develop a guard for 4 years, and they can have their fifth year, and they can go somewhere else. But the team that they finish with is the team that's getting all the credit. And it's like, damn, what did they develop?
Nothing. They just ride the wave.
So here's the thing. And I'm glad y'all brought that one up, because what I struggle with is who does the development go to? So Alicia Gray. Is Alicia Gray who she is in the WNBA now if she doesn't go to South Carolina? Or did she need the development that she got at South Carolina to be able to go to have the success that she's had so far?
Yeah. I would take a pow situation because it's easier to spy. I mean, she went to Oregon the last 2 years. She finished at South Carolina, right? You seen the transformation of her body, the defense, offensive wide. Like you see the growth of her game,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I would use pow in that situation just because for people that they might not have been watching college basketball at that point in time. They want to fathom and understand what that looks like.
That's a good point. So, let's look at Elijah Fuwali. When she gets to the dub, who will have the credit for the development, or will it depend on what she looks like at the end of her 4 years still?
I mean, so
they'll give it to Kim because all the thing they're gonna say is Dawn helped her back.
So here's the real reality of it, because there's people that transfer to various high schools, but one, I believe there's strength in numbers, and then two, I believe in the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, and so it takes multiple stops contribute to who a person is and what they become. And we're talking about basketball skills. So the reality of it is all the parts of their journey contribute to them becoming the success that they are too, and then that person, that player, continuing to work and to build on what has been given to them. Because if they're not exposed to that, then how do they know that there's more to reach for? You see what I'm saying? If they're not held to a standard or pushed to a higher standard, then how do they know there's a greater standard to reach? And so, I think it takes multiple, for some it takes multiple stops. For one, it's one school, but we know, and we're talking about college level, we know in this NIL, in this portal era that we're in, we know that the average student is going to at least be at 2 to 3 schools, right? Okay. And so the thing is, did they get better? Did they build on something? The coach can only present the tools, but at the end of the day, did that player apply themselves? That person apply themselves to get better, and in their skill set.
So let me ask another question: is there a situation where you could see somebody leaving a school because they needed more development off the court? They wanted what a coach could give them off the court more so than the developments they were getting on the court?
I think that's a great statement, kind of question. I believe yes. Sometimes you didn't get some things at home, or because your household situation, so you feel that you're missing something, and you need that support, or some people will say nourishment, or chicken soup for the soul, so to say. We'll say it like that, right? And so yes, people may. So if the numbers line up with your feelings, and you can go over there because you got to make a bag, then I think, yes, you do that, because that's something that's a skill that you have for a lifetime. That's the intangible, right?
Yeah, okay. I feel that. Do we think Leigh enters the draft after her junior year?
age-wise, if she eligible,
as currently constructed, I don't know if the CBA lets her in. If it changes and it's 21,
I think if they drop the age limit to 21, I think she will.
Yep.
I don't think she'll play 2 years at LSU.
I don't think she
So
got
let
a
me
big
ask-
interest in school.
Yeah.
so let me ask this.
That's my biggest thing too.
So let me ask this: for 21, you still have to have finished college, though, right?
I mean, I don't think that'd be necessarily true.
No.
If they lower it, okay.
Yeah, if they lower the age, I don't think they're gonna necessarily. But also at the same time, you're talking about you can get your degree in 2.5 years if you're really doing it right.
Yeah, for sure.
In a sense, if that's the hiccup, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna find a way to graduate. Like that's one of the things they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're gonna find.
They're gonna.
If I gotta pay to get this grade or whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna find a way to graduate. So I don't think that'll be an issue.
Shh! Don't be telling nobody people pay for grades. Don't do that.
I think I've seen this what Brittany put Brittany put an interesting comment in the chat, and I understand what you're saying with Notre Dame, with Ivy and Muffet, Graw, and also it's a different time. Pat Summit and Muffet McGraw did not have the NIL. They didn't have, it was different. There were different hurdles they had to overcome, or different challenges they had to overcome in pushing the game forward. They were actually some of the trailblazers and pioneers, along with other players and coaches, pushing the game forward. I think so. That's the difference. Pat Summit and Muffet McGraw were still in this pushing the game, to the women's game, to where it is. Not saying them alone, but part of that campaign that what they're doing. So anytime a legendary coach retires and unfortunately or dies, passes away, that the next doesn't matter if it's a former player, whoever, the next person to feel that it's going to be very tough. It's going to be I think unrealistic critique of the next coach, because when you had coaches there for such a long time, you don't get that much anymore. In these times, coaches staying as long as Muffy did, as long as Pat does. And so I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just kind of making a statement to your statement. One is a different time and ever with the components that you have now with NIL versus the recruiting then versus now. And then two, it's just the longevity of some of these coaches. You don't have that same longevity. You don't see coaches staying as long as a Pat and a Muffet McGraw did. And so, and they didn't have some of it was just different. It was different in recruiting. That's it.
Yeah, it was that time when you were supposed to grow up and get a good state job. That was the best state job you could get. One of the highest state employees one of the highest paid employees in the state. Right there, them coaching jobs. You get them good state benefits and everything. Yeah, they were living good. Let me say this real quick, Luana, because I want to make sure that I clear. When I say about credit to Malaysia, it's not about who Lay would say help developer. It's not. I don't. It's not that. It's about when people say Don doesn't develop guards. Who would they give that credit to? Don Lay. I don't even think they'll ask her that question. They don't even ask them that question. Though that narrative and that conversation usually comes from people that are like, why Don isn't great. She doesn't develop guards, but she has the best player in the world in the league. That don't matter because she didn't develop a guard. And it's like, well, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I mean, I think with the media will give, Moki credit if that's the last stop. So some form of, I think, so the Basconomics of the media, I think they will go out of their way to do that. I think.
But the thing is, they don't. But here's the thing: if you're gonna give Moki that credit, but then also give her that heat, because tell me the guard that she's developed with her 4 championships and her being a great guard herself.
Right. Yeah.
Back in her day, who's the great guard? No, I'm not talking about you, coach. I'm saying in general. They don't put that pressure back on. That's not a standard that they hold Moki to. They don't say what guards did she develop. Carol Lawson, what guards did she develop? It's not their success isn't based on how successful their players are after they leave their programs and go get a job somewhere else. Like, can they give the boss that you had at the company you worked at before you at now credit for where you are? You supposed to do that at your job now, right? I don't understand that. It don't make no sense.
This one, This is what I want to say about like a Big Drip,
No, go
Don,
ahead.
and even Raven. When you're great at something, when you have the scrutiny that you have, then that means people know that you're great and that you are a game changer and that you make a difference. So we're gonna go Raven first. As much disdain or people find stuff and they kind of twist and distort stories to make look like Raven is not that good, that means you know that they are a difference maker in the sport. Then let's go to Coach Dawn Staley. The reason why some of the things that they are because she's a mover and a shaker behind the scenes. She's a mover and a shaker in the community. And why is that? Well, the community
Like
put up a statue in where she coaches at, not because of coaching basketball, because of the work that she's done in the community. And not because all the practices you made. You don't get a statue just because all the wins. It gets because of what you've done in the community. And so therefore, coaching is more than just blowing a whistle at practice and managing rosters during game time. It's about, can you connect the community, bring a community together, and do you care about the community that you coach in? Do you sincerely care about the community and the growth of the community that you coach in? And so Big Drip is that's part of who she is, part of what she's come from, the toughness that she's coming from in North Philly. And so family and community is important to her. And she's a competitor. She wanted to build something, right, to last a lifetime, not for her, just for her, but because she wants to women's sports, women's basketball, women's sports, not just basketball, women's sports, to have something. And so therefore, when you have that, you're going to have a lot of haters in the room because it's about what she represents and about what she demands, about what she has done and what she's still doing. And so it's always going to be that unrealistic critique and double standard because of what? The good trouble and the good trouble that she's getting into.
Facts. Now, Coach, we'd have been on her all this time, and you ain't even gave out the score.
Because I was waiting for Auntie to say it was that time.
I think
if people want to score reverse for the night game, everybody wants to score reverse.
You can get the scorers in. You was talking about other stuff. I just hadn't mentioned it. Let's go ahead, get your scorers and your pick'ems.
I mean, because I got to wait for my show, but my producer, they used to say in my show, my producer to let me know when we on that segment. So here we go. Today was the 9th. We got Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. I always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. Sunday coming on Mother's Day. But we got Connecticut Sun 94, New York Liberty 86. Let's go with your scorers of this game. Let's go over to New York Liberty. We got Rebecca Gardner 11, Kennedy Burke 10. Johannes is back in the building on the court with 12. We had Markeisha Davis. She had 10 points and she was +5 on your plus minus. She was +5 in the production. Oh, hey, in my hair, all right? James Flatbush said, "Oh, my hair, my eye, my eyelid, my contact." We got Sherrod. Sherrod had 11 points, and that was your scorer for Liberty. Yeah, that's funny. Like, oh, my hair. Here we go to the Connecticut Sun. They won this preseason game. Moments with Mabry. Mabry had a moment where she felt like being a Sun today in the preseason, so she scored 13 points. Tina Charles had 17, and she was +9 in the production there, so that's interesting. Ododa had 15 and +3 in plus minus production, and Sheldon 16 and was +6 in your in your plus minus production. So that is your scorer for the only one preseason game on Friday Night Lights. This has been brought to you by Wanda's Wings, Wigs, no bust downs, and I have an appointment for 8:30 tomorrow morning.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we gonna get to the pick'ems. We're gonna get to the pick'ems, Coach. I think we got pick'ems for this weekend. Games on Saturday and Sunday. Can we get through the pick'ems, y'all? And then we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. I know that y'all came to see us talk about Raven. We dropped the links and 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 they ducked all the smoke. So y'all know who was talking. When y'all see him in the streets out there in the internet, on YouTube, ask him why they didn't pull up. Why they didn't pull up? Ask him. Let's go. Let's go with the pick'ems.
Yeah, where are they? Exactly, where are they?
I seen you looking for him, John. I seen you looking for him, man.
Where they at? Where they at?
Hey, matter of fact, we wanted to smoke so bad, man. James just out walking through New York City looking for folks that want to hit the link, man. We out here trying to find them. Let's go.
Come out and play. Here we go. I give them. You pick them. First game is 3 p.m. Eastern time on a Saturday. Indiana Fever against the ATL Dream with that new coach Smesco from Florida Gulf Coast University. Who do you have? Fire up the chat. You got the Fever or the Dream? 1, 2, 3, go. Goes a little something like this. Who you got? In Fever or Dream?
Fever or Dream?
I'm gonna go with Fever because Dream's trying to figure it out. Mondo, it's got Fever in there.
I'm going with the Dream. I gotta rock with the Dream.
I got the Fever. I got the Fever, but it's gotta be a close game.
I got the Fever for a flavor for a Pringle. Miracle
Rider. Dream. I gotta go with pow, pow, bow, bow. Let's go.
Dream. Aaron. Dream. Amos. The Dream. And more. Rooting for the Dream. Erica Higgins. Dream. Lisa Pugh. Where's your pick, Lisa? Where's your pick? Shonda Ray. Dream. Lisa Pugh. The Dream. Oh. It's not a bad pick either way. BG out there shooting 3. I know. BG out there. Coach, does your answer change if CC is out? No, it's not going to change. I just stuck with the Fever. I called it. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was getting Mondo a dream, a simple fantasy. Mondo. Friday Night Live for Mondo. Lawana, dream. Lisa Pugh, James, you walking to Jersey, bruh.
Well, I got the Fever, but the Dream's gonna keep it close.
You got the Fever with CC out on rest.
No, CC says she gonna play.
Okay, so all right. In 10 seconds, we're gonna close this one out. Move on to the next pick of Woody Mack, Fever, then Lisa Pugh, Dream. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Indian ATL Pick'em is close. On to the next song.
Bunny DeBarge was Mondo's secret crush. That's what he that's what you know about that DeBarge. He go back like that. Bunny DeBarge was his secret crush, man. We know what it is, Mondo. I see you.
This team is the Wings are playing 8 Eastern time, and I got to give you the whole name before I abbreviate it. Team Toyota Antelopes.
The Toyota Antelopes. They're a Japanese team.
Team Toyota Antelope. So you going with the Wings or Toyota? Fire up the chat. I give them. You pick them. 1, 2, 3. Get loose. Fire it up. And more Wings.
The reason why they set this up because the Dream got Maya Yamamoto playing for them, and she used to play for the Toyota Antelopes.
That's right. Hey, more Wings. Lisa Pugh, Wings. Brittany, good point. Good point, James. Aha. There's some reason why you up here tonight. Aha. Aaron, Wings. Erica Higgins picks Wings. Charmaine has Wings. Mondo, do you already pick with that pick of Amos? Wings. Shonda Del Rey. Wings. Small. Wings. All right, just in a little bit, we're about to close it out, and we got one more pickup. 10 seconds on the clock.
I got the Wings.
You got the Wings. James and Flatbush got the Wings. Lemon pepper, Louisiana habanero.
Lemon pepper, brother.
Lemon pepper. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Mondo, I'm for the other team. You for the Toyota. Mondo, you on what? Friday Night Lights. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toyota and Wings pick'em game is closed. Brittany said Dallas Wings, chicken wings, Buffalo Wild Wings, and all those things. Wings. Wing me, please. Here we go. Last pick'em for Saturday, May 10th. We have 8 Eastern time game. Sky in the links. We got Sky in the links. I'm not sure if Fee Collins slated to play. I know there was like rest or something, load managing early, something like that. Somebody check it for me. I did not check my notifications. 1, 2, 3. Let it loose. Sky.
Hey, if Angel bullies Nafisa Collier like she did last game, then Sky will win.
So Sky will win. James said, if and how how it will work. Shonda Do Ray, Sky, Lawana People, Sky, Amor, Sky, Aaron, Sky, Lisa Pugh, Sky, Erica Higgins, Sky, Charmaine, Sky, Small, Sky, Brittany, Sky, Amos, Sky, Michelle, AK85 Fly, Sky. All right, we getting ready to close it out for the night. 10 count. Get it in. Pause. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Mondo putting links. I knew you was coming with the countdown, Mondo. 4. You playing games, Mondo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick'ems is closed for Saturday game. Thank you, chat, for playing. I give them, and you picked them. This is sponsored by Wanda's Wings, and no bust downs. And I got an appointment for 8:30 in the morning for the fade. Back to you, Auntie.
Yo, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. It's been fun. Listen, like I said, if y'all see them in the streets, let them know. We pulled up. They didn't show up. We dropped the link. They didn't click it. 5 of y'all still. Share this live out. Let's get some folks in here on the rewatch. Listen, y'all, we got the VIP show live coming up on Monday. Don't miss it. Make sure that you join the VIP. I'll be around the Discord after this for sure. Pull up. We appreciate y'all support. Make sure y'all run the likes up on all the platforms. Make sure y'all following us on all social medias. Rob the Man Media, Coach Coleman, James of Flatbush, I appreciate you pulling up. Jeremy, I appreciate you pulling up. Carolina Dirt, I appreciate you pulling up. We appreciate the support, y'all. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Shake my hand. Until us, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.